the guy off on the airplane.
Is John the stupidest guy in the world?
Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck?
Is this guy a freaking moron or what?
Money walks, bullshit walks.
LGBTQ plus. You know what? I miss penis.
I can't get enough dicks in my butt.
WATP.
Shut the fuck up, asswipe, and suck my cock.
I have a vagina. I like shitty beer.
Why is everyone so fucking stupid?
I've been comparing Trump to Hitler since I started doing this show.
Stupid.
Point, Dabble Point. A Stuttering John Melendez roundtable discussion.
Welcome to Point, Dabble Point, a weekly discussion where we get caught up on all things Dabbleverse where nothing ever happens. I'm Carl Hamburger from Who Are These Podcasts, and joining me as always from the Uncle Rico Show on the Shuli Network, it's Shuli Agar. What's up, Shuli?
Fuck you, Julie.
Hello, Carl. Pleasure to be here, as always.
And joining us from @Chrissy Mayer on YouTube, Chrissy Mayer is here. What's up,
Oh
Chrissy?
my goodness, it's so good to be here. I feel like I'm checking in on a bunch of old friends.
And you're coming in at a pretty good time. There's much to discuss. From the Blind Mike Project, Why Are You Laughing and Who Are These Socials? Blind Mike is here.
Glad to get to say goodbye to you guys before you're brought to justice.
Also, from @Cardiff Elect on YouTube, it's Cardiff Electric.
Hey now.
Hey now. We have so much to talk about. Howard Stern rumors continue to swirl. I want to get into that. Stuttering John told us to wait for it. He's been telling us to wait for it for a long time.
You did wait.
SteelToe was back to the Beggy Monster this morning.
What?
Opie hates Happy Gilmore too. We maybe some Karmic and Pat Dixon stuff to talk about. But yeah, can you believe that? I heard you covering it, Mike, on your show, how the goal was gone. There was no goal.
He was so
anymore.
positive just the other day.
No begging, no goal. And this morning, he's very upset. This money's just not coming in. So he hates that part of
The
his
monster
show.
always lurks.
He really does. If you'd like to get me in even more trouble, supertip.gg/WATP is a great place to do that. Support the show, interrupt the show, annoy us, whatever you want to do. I see some people coming in already, so we thank you for that. All right, I want to start off with this Howard Stern stuff, and then we'll get into the other things that people probably want us to talk about at some point. But ever since that Sun article that everyone picked up on came out that said that Howard was not going to get renewed, and everyone misunderstood it too. Everyone thought that Howard was canceled.
Right.
His contract is up at the end of the year. And in order to re-sign, they're going to lowball him. They're going to offer him way less money because he has way fewer listeners. This is not surprising to anyone. I mean, this same thing happened to Jim Norton not too long ago. And Jim knew it was going to happen.
So
Yeah,
he just couldn't agree to that. It just wasn't worth it for him.
Yeah, they lowballed him. They gave him an offer like in the
that he could refuse
11th hour, and Jim had no time to really counter or anything. So he's just like, yeah, I'm not taking that.
Not only is that what Sirius does, but from Stern's side, he's been threatening to retire or quit since the 90s.
True.
Well, working there at Sirius every 5 years when the contract would be renegotiated, it's not like they were like, hey, guys, just keeping you in the loop. He's got a meeting today and blah, blah. Nobody knew shit. Every contract negotiation, we're all like, hope he resigns. but nobody knew for sure. Howard TV found out while running the show that he didn't, renew with them or in demand.
That's
So
stressful.
yeah.
And that's the thing that Opie used to do to the whole staff at Opie and Anthony too. And that was every 2 years because Opie
Yeah.
would not have a contract longer than 2 years. He wanted to constantly renegotiate and fuck with everyone and not let them know if they had a job or not, which is
Yeah.
great for morale.
But Opie at least would write messages in the sand.
Dude, I was watching Opie clips about Howard Stern. Of course, everyone's posting stuff about Stern right now. And the gall on Opie to be like, and he takes the summer off. Opie, you were off all of August. That's why you lost your spot, idiots.
You live in the Hamptons. It's always summer.
Well, no, he lives in New York when it's not summertime, and boy, does he hate it there, Chrissy. He complains about it every fucking day.
Why doesn't he just move then? He has money.
Exactly. Right. Why doesn't he just move then? All right. So this article that came out, one of this published 2 days ago, over the weekend. Howard Stern psyched up as rumors swirl around show closure. Bring it on, say sources. So this is interesting. It says reports of the SiriusXM show's impending end have allegedly re-energized radio icon Howard Stern, who insiders say wants to prove he's still one of the best interviewers around. Insiders say, this is a press release. This is his PR team trying to change the narrative.
They're making up their own insiders.
Right. Listen to this. Okay, so here's a quote. He's in a bring it on mind frame, the source said, adding the self-described king of all media, whose $500 million contract runs out in mere months, is considering a shift to video streaming. If he signs with Sirius again or anywhere else, it will be his last contract. I've heard that before. The source said, if Sirius doesn't sign him, he will have a backup plan. He is not going to allow to be a reason for the end of his career besides himself and what he wants to do. They speculated he might move to Netflix or HBO Max.
I don't know if that'll be his call.
Right.
Last year, HBO aired Stern's 2-hour-long interview with Bruce Springsteen. The source described Stern as being pumped up by the speculation over his next move. Now, E-Rock and I have been going back and forth on this, and he came on the show last week on WTP to talk about it. He thinks that original story was planted by the Howard Stern team.
Ooh.
So he thinks that was to get people talking about Howard again and push Sirius into making some decisions and having some discussions and contract conversations. If that's true, and it very well could be, because I'm like, it almost seemed like Sirius put that out, but Eric goes, that's not how Sirius operates. He knows better than I do.
Well, I was going to say that. And every year that he was renegotiating, that never was a peep in the press about it from Sirius's end or from his end. It was just all done behind the scenes.
And so if he's the one who leaked that initial story, it backfired. Because every single person who talks about it goes, yeah, of course, he's washed up and everyone hates him. And he tells people not to listen to his show if they voted for Trump. And all this shit came out. Even Donald Trump's blasting him for sucking. It's like,
well, at least they're talking about him, Carl.
That's true. Everyone's talking about Howard at a time when he's not even doing a show, which is also a crazy thing. He's not even going to be back on for another 4 or 5 weeks.
Wow. I wouldn't be surprised if he made that type of mistake, though, because I remember you did a good job. The only time I ever hear Howard Stern clips is on WATP. So
yeah.
you played those clips when Robert Smigel was on and they had the post that went viral or something. And Stern was reading the comments and he's like, what the fuck? People hate us? What the fuck is going on? And it's like, to be that insulated, to not know that after 10 years of getting shit on. Like, he might be that delusional to think like, oh, people will be outraged if I leak this to the press.
It's not so much delusion as it is who is surrounding him and what they know to tell him. The truth is not something you want to share with him because it's going to tweak him and then it's going to tweak everybody else. It all shit rolls downhill.
But it's crazy. Aside from maybe Marianne from Brooklyn or something, did anyone see anyone signal that they're upset that Howard was no longer going to be on the air? I didn't see. I've read tons of comments under tons of videos and I've talked to tons of people. Nobody gives a shit.
A lot of people saying it's about time. I also, did you guys read that article about, I guess, the fact that he hates Alex Cooper with a passion?
Yeah, I saw that. They,
Well,
have,
I
they have
think-
to avoid them seeing each other because Howard gets upset. That seemed like it was bullshit, but it's possible, I guess.
I don't
But if
doubt
it's true,
that.
it's so the opposite of how he used to. If he hated Alex Cooper, we would all know about it, and that's
Right.
what defines no one caring about this show anymore.
Mm.
Is that it's all behind the scenes now.
But this version of Howard is not the version of Howard who, if he's got a problem with somebody, he'll go on the air and say it. He's trying to land the guests,
Right.
and being upset with her, not liking her, is really not about her. It's about podcasting. It's about the what he sees as a cheat code. He had to make $86 a week doing shitty radio gigs, and now this girl gets this hundreds of millions of dollars like he got, and she just showed up. You know what I mean? In his eyes.
And
that's how comedians feel about TikTokers who get the
Right.
headline. But guess what? You get over it because the industry is changing all the time.
And
But it's
get a
not just-
TikTok.
It's not just
Get a
any girl.
TikTok.
If she was still on Spotify, I don't think Howard would give a shit. It's the serious XM money that he wants. Hey, that's my $120 million. The fuck? That's really the reason why he's pissed at her.
Listen,
And I think the reason why he doesn't come out publicly and say it, if that is true, is because she works for Sirius, and Howard owns a lot of stock in the company. He's still an employee there.
Well, I was talking about this on my show yesterday, though. Howard was always smart about this stuff because I think on some level he knew if he talks about how much he hates Alex Cooper, then people are going to check out Alex Cooper's show. Why does he hate this bitch so much?
Right.
It's like it's good. That's good for Sirius, and Howard was one of the first people that ever understood that. I thought.
Yeah, because
no, you could be right.
even when he did that on terrestrial radio, he was usually talking about people in one market, right? He'd be talking about Mancow or whatever. It's the national audience could listen to him bitch about Mancow and love it, but yeah, he wasn't really going to be sending a lot of people over to Mancow.
And metrics wise, it's not the same fight as it was 25 years ago. Whereas you want to pick a fight with this podcast that has a ton more listeners than you do. So yeah, it's an uphill battle, these fights these days.
Or do you think I just thought of this. Do you think there's a chance, much like he had the he shut up Opie and Anthony when they were all on Sirius XM? Do you think that Alex Cooper has made him not like put
could be
I
declared
don't
that
think
she
she
doesn't
just
want Howard
spins-
talking
I
about
don't
him?
think she's
Probably not as
talking about him.
thin-skinned as Howard is.
No, but I think she has more power than he does there.
I
Yeah,
would
oh, for
agree
sure.
with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you listen to a shareholders meeting. Howard doesn't get brought up at all. She gets brought up quite a bit. The source describes Stern as being pumped up by the speculation over his next move. Oh, yeah. I can see Howard being really pumped up. That makes sense. It says, Howard likes what he likes and thought he could be bitter on how things are going. It isn't anything new to him. He also isn't blaming things on his age. The world has changed. He has changed himself. If he didn't, he would have been gone a long time ago. He still wants to figure something out to stay, especially for his team that would mostly be affected. The source continues. We'll get into the team in a second. Stern's audience has fallen from 20 million at its height to 125,000 daily listeners now. I don't know if any of those numbers are accurate. Everyone's reporting on this 125,000 number now because it was put out there by someone. And it's just like everyone just repeats it. And I don't think 20 million was ever accurate either.
I think 125,000 sounds slightly high to me, just because that's a good podcast, and I don't hear people talking about Stern day to day the way I do whatever podcast gets 100,000 views. You know,
But it's on in the car you just bought. You know what I mean? Like just because you're not like avid Stern show fans, but it's like I bought this new car and I have Stern now and I turn it on.
But that's where the number comes from. Is
Right.
car rentals, car sales.
right? How many people are actually listening to him and give a shit?
Well,
People
that-
not
now
changing the radio.
Now that's different because, I don't know if they have the technology now, but I know when I was working there, all they could do was kind of guesstimate a percentage of how many listeners were. There was no actual way to say, okay, there's, 600,000 people tuned into this channel right now in all of Sirius.
Yeah, there's no way to track it. They do have the web metrics. So
Right.
if you're using the player or if you're using the app or something, then they can kind of get a sense for that. But they have no idea what the numbers are. So the fact that it's being reported is kind of wild.
And Jim and Sam always used to say they used to base it on even phone calls coming in.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. But I mean, Howard's calls are all pretty. I mean, every once in a while a potato gets through.
Right.
Yeah.
But
All right, so this next article, everyone's speculating and talking about this. Howard Stern staffers prepping for show's demise, withholding best material as future uncertain. They're holding up. I don't think we should call Tradio until after he retires. The writing has been on the wall for over a year now that SiriusXM wouldn't be renewing Howard's colossal contract, and his employees have been taking advantage, coasting on the clock, and trolling for new gigs, two current show staffers told the Post. This week, reports surfaced that the Howard Stern Show's 19-year run at Sirius was nearing its end, with the $500 million contract expiring at the end of the year, and an audience has apparently dwindled from 20 million to 125,000. Some of the show's writers have their best jokes for themselves to use after the show's eventual demise. I don't even know how that works. Like, that's how radio works. Like, I got this great joke about what Trump said last week, but I'm not going to pull that one out until I podcast in 2018 or 2026.
Yeah, and also, who's got something lined up after this that they're saving these jokes for? These writers that they're talking about, you know?
That doesn't make any sense. But this makes sense. The quote is, most of us have been coasting at work the last year. We know he's retiring, whether by choice or because he's forced out, admitted one of the longtime staffers. You never got summers off when you were there, Shuli.
No, and let me tell you, one thing that does not happen there, no matter what, even during COVID, is coasting at work, okay? Nobody there is coasting. Nobody there has their feet up, not doing anything. It's run like a fucking machine. There's always something to do. There's no way I don't believe any of this.
That's crazy because there's 95 people who work on that show.
Carl, if you knew the amount of material that never gets on the air.
Then why is he doing the Fizz Mob impression again for a half an hour? What the fuck?
Well, now it feels like I'm back in the writer's room at the show.
But so they're just producing all these bits and all this shit that just never gets aired. Because like cleaning out the computer day used to be one of my favorite bits that they would do.
Right.
You guys would come in and be like, yeah, I prepped this for you 2 weeks ago. We haven't done this. We haven't done that.
Yeah, and it's like, he got caught up in this today, so he didn't get to that. Or he, this guest ran long, or he's just not feeling it, and it's just like, but people put in a lot of fucking work into that stuff. But that's also, you got to understand, that's where you work. Some shit's going to get used, some's not.
Of course.
Yeah.
Stern's employees have been putting out feelers for other show business gigs. It's been hard because the industry in New York City is so incestuous. So we don't know who's talking to who, the first employee said. I'm just hanging in there until this is all sorted out, and then I will take some time to unwind after all this, the staffer continued. Okay. I'm a fan, and it's been a big part of my life for so long, but it hasn't been fun for a while. Before taking his annual summer break, Stern, 71 years old, hinted in staff meetings his retirement is nigh. The staffer said they've only heard rumors regarding Stern's future at SiriusXM, nothing definitive from management or the self-proclaimed king of all media himself. The looming end of the once mighty radio personality comes as a sharp change in Stern's politics. The radio host used to maintain a friendship with President Trump, but came out against him when he ran against Hillary Clinton in 2015, which I believe Trump said is the reason why no one listens to his show anymore. That was crazy. I love that you covered it, Mike, and just covered how dumb the media is.
It was crazy. It's crazy that a journalist said to Trump, so it's confirmed that Howard Stern was canceled yesterday. And Trump goes, that's confirmed? And the guy goes, yep. Bananas.
None of that's true. And then it goes on to say he once was a strong supporter of Republicans like Giuliani and Pataki, but he's been accused of going woke, and he was an ardent backer of Biden and Harris. I know it's the wokeness that alienated some of his audience, or he just got tamer with age, but whatever it is, it's apparent no one wants to hear it anymore, the second staffer said. And it's apparently the political U-turn was done to appease the Hollywood elite. I believe that is definitely true. I think he's content to be out there in the Hamptons with his celebrity friends. He likes being liked by famous people. That seemed more important to him than his legacy. Some ribbed Stern, calling him Hollywood Howie after he started hanging out with the likes of Jimmy Kimmel, Jennifer Aniston, Jerry Seinfeld, and John Stamos during the late 2000s, early and mid 2010s. So, Shuli, I don't know, you might be distracted right now.
No, I'm
listening. Going on?
I got you.
I was very distracted today on the creep off. A lot of notes coming in. Anyway, I was talking about this on WTP because I spoke with someone who's an insider who said Jimmy Kimmel is really the reason that Howard Stern went full Hollywood and has completely changed who he is,
Why?
his politics. Because Jimmy took him aside and said, Howard, this is the way. You know, Jimmy's the one who threw those parties with all the A-list celebrities that they bring Howard to LA, and now all of a sudden he's friends with Jennifer Aniston and going on vacation with her and Clooney and shit. And you're like, oh, wow. Completely different than what he used to be.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of a few things. I think America's Got Talent, getting a taste of that mainstream network treatment, right? Yeah. Soccer moms liking him, you know, families watching him as a judge. Then you have, I don't believe that Kimmel took him aside and said, this is the way to go. I think he saw the amount of celebrities that Kimmel had. You know, he was doing these interviews. People were praising him for his long form interviews with celebrities. And now he's like, I want Matt Damon to come on the show. I want Tom Cruise to come on the show. How come Jimmy gets these people and I can't? And so I think that combined with the other things was the perfect storm to just change it all and just be like, let's go.
Well, I agree with all that. The guy I talked to had that conversation with Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy told him the same things. That's why he speculated. I'm sure he'd had this conversation with Howard as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so we had like this was a weird thing for sure. Like we had this message board that we just used back in the day, just the employees. And again, it was just the employees, and we're pitching ideas, we're coming up with bits, whatever. It's all work related. It's like a modern version of Lotus Notes.
Yeah.
And then one day, Jimmy Kimmel gets added to that message board, and everybody was like, "Well, that's fucking weird."
Yeah.
You know. It's like, huh. So that's when the writing was on the wall, pretty much. You know.
Let me just finish this up. It says his passion hasn't been there. And that can be infectious, the first staffer says. When your boss doesn't even seem like he wants to be there, it's like, why should I bust my ass? Stern and Sirius did not return requests for comments. Now, Cardiff just sent me a link about speculation on who these two staffers are.
Docs.
Ooh. Chauncey tweeted this
Chauncey, of course.
Sal and Richard betray Howard Stern to the New York Post. Will Stern fire them before he's fired? Chauncey writes. So, all right, you laughed.
Based on what? Based on what? First of all, I think the two people that are most terrified to open their mouths there and talk to, and are well trained to not talk to any reporters, is Sal and Richard.
Yeah.
If this is accurate, and you know, some staffer spoke, it's a newer staffer. It's not an old school staffer. It ain't Sal, it ain't Richard, it ain't JD. It's not Will. It's not Jason.
Well, you know what's a weird clue in there is the one staffer going, I'm going to take some time off after this. So it's someone who's well paid.
Yeah. Or someone with no overhead. I mean, everybody there is paid decently. They're paid through Sirius, so everybody there makes a decent living. You know, maybe it's somebody without a family. Maybe it's somebody, you know, a younger person. I don't know. Sal and Richard, no fucking way in hell. No way.
Interesting. So why would Chauncey say that? Just for attention?
Probably. I mean, I don't know Chauncey all that well, but, you know, I don't think his batting average is perfect with his gossip stuff.
Surely, in your experience there, is there, like, if Howard catches wind or one of Howard's people, is there like a full-scale investigation to find out who's talking to the media, or do they not give a shit?
Oh, they did a thing back in the day. So there was a bunch of stuff coming out on Reddit about like dress codes at Sirius.
I remember that, yeah.
Right. So we all get called in to the studio one day. And it's Howard and it's the new regime leaders and Gary and Howard kind of makes a quick little statement, nothing major, and leaves. And then it was, you know, the execs, and it was like good cop, bad cop, worse cop. So the first one was like Gary, and he's like, look, somebody's talking, somebody say, I don't know who it is. I don't think it's anybody here, but if you can, you know, stop doing that. And then it went to management. Management's like, you better cut the fucking shit, you know, because we're going to find you. And then the last person was like, when we do find you, you'll never work in this industry again. And it was like, what the fuck was revealed? Launch codes? Like, what are we doing here? So, yeah. And I always said after those meetings, if you weren't a cigarette smoker, you were still going downstairs with the cigarette smokers because everybody would be down there going, what the fuck was that about? Can you believe that? Were we just threatened? Like, everybody's like, what just happened?
Did you ever find out who was leaking stuff?
Not 100%. No.
Yeah.
No. So I don't
We know
wanna
where the
say.
Pelican brief came from. Thanks again, truly.
A mole. Let's just say there was a mole.
Howard came on a couple days after this news came out. He did an emergency show with Lars. And I went and listened to it, just wondering if he was going to mention it, comment on it, nothing. There was no.
I think the Lars interview was pre-recorded.
No, he took calls.
He did take calls during it?
He took calls after. Marianne from Brooklyn,
that doesn't mean
of course,
anything.
called him.
Yeah, it still could be pre-recorded.
Oh, that's true. It is.
Because he did take calls. I played one of the fake calls on my show because then he talked to Richard about Ozzy's passing, right?
Yeah.
So, they didn't mention it at all. I can't imagine that first article we read where Howard's got a spring in his step. He's skipping around the Hamptons right now.
Yeah.
He's all excited about going to a video platform. He's got to be so pissed off about all of this.
I worked around him for 15 years. I've never seen him pumped up once for anything.
But doesn't he have enough money to like live at this point? More than
Yeah.
enough, several
Yeah, sure.
lifetimes over. So
For generations, the Stern
upsetting.
family will be
Yeah.
fine. For sure.
It almost seems like he's just, I don't think it's about the money, but it's about the money, but he just needs something to be connected to. Like that's he needs to be doing a show.
justify his worth.
Yeah. He doesn't want to do it every day.
But I like how
But he
people are
needs to have
saying, he's going to take a hit on this contract, only 20 mil. It's like, ouch.
Yeah,
Ouch.
he's not saying yes to that though. That's a bad look. Right? There's
Well-
no way he's going to go from 100 million a year to 20 million a year. That's a huge.
Unless it's 20 million for 15 interviews or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, listen, you're telling me a guy can work out of his fucking house for 20 mil a year, and I'm going to be like, what a fucking loser. Well, that guy looks stupid. I'm like, fuck that.
I hear you, but you know how his ego is. He's not going to allow that.
But he can't compete in where it's at today. Like that guy is gone. That's the only guy that could make waves and get numbers, and nobody wants to hear an in-depth interview. Everybody's doing it. Who gives a shit?
What's also interesting that he was really focused on the video aspect, when this counter narrative that they're putting out there, because Sirius has put out, they've tried to build a video platform and do all that stuff with the app and the website, but they're focused on cars again. They're like, no, we're in audio. We got satellites in the sky. We do audio. That's what we're doing. That's what we specialize in. And that's why they're doing the podcasts, and that's the direction they're going. So it's almost as if Howard, again, he's using this for leverage in the negotiation to be like, look at how I'm sought after by Netflix and HBO. And I can't imagine he'd want to be on a video.
I mean, I think it almost seems like he just wants to be like Letterman, right? Like Letterman got the Netflix deal, do some interviews here and there. Like maybe he's thinking that, but
I've always been surprised he hasn't just done that, because that's essentially what he's doing on the radio for some reason.
The last contract renegotiation, he had like there was a really strong buzz that he was going to go to Netflix and do just that.
Yeah,
I remember.
To the point where staffers were like, "Do you think I'll go? Do you think well, he doesn't need me. He doesn't need what I do." And people were like, kind of Xing themselves out of the future. I don't know. I'm sure there's a streaming service that'll throw him some cash to come and interview people.
And we know who can be his announcer.
But then the question is, Gary's the only one he takes with him, right? I mean,
you gotta have Robin in there. Well, unless Robin just wants to retire.
Yeah. And then Fred just have.
But yeah, that stuttering moron, which we'll talk about in just a moment, did put it out there that he would be happy to replace.
John, we're getting the band back together.
Yeah, right.
Get me Gilbert Gottfried on the phone.
So insane. We have 1,700 people in here watching the show right now. I appreciate you all being here with us, and I really appreciate you supporting the show and interrupting us with supertip.gg/WATP, like Weird Comet.
What am I getting out of this one? $3.82. Keep going. Losers.
Oh shit! This money's going directly into John's bank account.
Yep.
Fuck.
Oh,
Don't even
no.
give it to me. This is terrible. Michael P. I'm looking forward to dabbling in commentary this afternoon. Shalom, SH. Go Bills, KH.
Mike P.
SH.
Go Bills.
Does not understand that. Beef drippings.
Oh, y'all are in trouble. Suck my cock, you piece of shit. Oh, hey, Don.
That's not on this show. Drunk engineer.
Your Honor, I'd now like to call John's gimpy Halloween hand to the stand.
Stewie Fell coming in. He says, this intro song is my new favorite. Used to be BS show. R.I.P. Bob.
Oh.
That intro song is your favorite? Really?
You gotta get out, man.
Yeah, man. Have you heard this little piggy? Best fucking intro song. Anyway, moving on. Hunter Duke. Crow, you're 100% on about shame month for fatties, but folks like SJ, Aaron, Opie, Chad, Gino, and Kiki need it too. Cardiff rules.
That's right.
Yeah, Chrissy, I don't know if you heard my theory. So we did a show called Weight Watchers last week with Dick Masterson and Vinny and a couple guys for the Creep Off and Dick Show Patrons. And the idea that there's Pride Month, there's a whole month where the LGBT community is just like so prideful of everything they're doing. Can we just have a shame month for fatties, the obese population?
I would love that. Yeah, anybody who's taking too long to lose the baby weight, of which I'm included in that.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ, shame on you.
Shame is good. It works.
And I what I want to do is I want to make shame month more than a month. I want it to start before Thanksgiving and end after New Year's. That's really the time to put some shame
But
on
that's
these
what you
assholes.
then you're eating. That's the peak
Don't.
eating
That's
time.
what I'm saying.
Tough love. It's tough love.
Dave Daffler coming in.
I'm here for the vacuum cleaner reviews.
Shout out to Marshall.
Rob Saul. Rob Saul says Rob Saul.
Thank you, Rob Saul.
Gar Saxon.
You guys are so lucky that Vince isn't here to put you all on blast. But unfortunately, he has been cornered by a large and particularly nasty cat. And his wife isn't taking his call, so wait for it.
Stewie felt. Howard has become Fat Elvis with the Memphis Mafia protecting him. Over 90 people make their living off of him. I still can't figure that out, Julie. I realize, the tapes team and they're running the two stations, but how the fuck?
Well, there's a lot of tapes to edit and take out stuff.
Right.
That's number one.
Oh, did you happen to catch when I had E-Rock on the show and he was talking about his interactions with the tape team and how they're eliminating stuff that Sirius will never have access to?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
So, So the negotiation, we didn't even talk about this, but the negotiation for the archives has to be part of this whole contract negotiation. That there's a possibility that Howard doesn't sign with Sirius, but Sirius still has the rights to play old Howard Stern episodes.
Yeah, I forget the time frame, but it was different from the contract. That when he renegotiated and did that deal, the amount of time they own the archives was quite larger than the 5-year contract.
So that won't even be negotiated. They already have it.
I believe so.
Okay. Because if that's the case and Howard is no longer controlling that, it would be really nice if we could hear Artie Lang on the Howard Stern show again. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, don't worry. We got our own archives, Carl.
Yeah, I recommend a place called YouTube if you want to hear that.
I know. It is all there, but, it's nice to just be able to pop it on and listen to full episodes. It was crazy when Norm Macdonald passed away and they edited Artie out of the clip that they posted.
It was just recently again. I don't know if they did it the first, but when Bob Uecker died, they played a Norm clip.
Oh, right.
And they edited Artie out of that.
And not, I mean,
that's so disappointing.
I listened to Howard most of my adult life, and I can tell you without a doubt, no one made that man laugh harder than Artie just from telling his story. Mm-hmm. You go back and listen to that Ash Wednesday story about his bookie threatening to kill his friend's family with the big cross on his forehead. And Howard, you never hear him laugh like that anymore, ever. It's just howling. And to cut that guy from anything, fuck, man. It's insane.
Anonymous.
And I once paid $950,000 to update my NYC condo. Read the lawsuit me versus Taurus. But now I can't scrape together enough for an air conditioner. I'm sure things will pick up for me with the hilarious waiter.
Yeah. Listen to this, Chrissy. So Opie's house in the Hamptons, the air conditioner has been broken all summer.
Oh, no.
So Fred is HVAC guy. Finally got around to replacing it. And Opie explained it was going to be $10,400. He talked about it a lot. But then Fred gave him a $600 deal, a coupon. So he got it for $9,800. He wrote a check to Fred and told him to not cash it right away.
Oh, boy. How long do you have to wait?
he's like, can you wait a few days? Like, see, I'm just like you. Like, no, I don't write checks for amounts of money I don't have in my bank account. What do you mean you're just like me? That's crazy. He knew he needed an AC unit all summer and didn't have the money in his checking account. What the fuck?
Why can't he just say, I'll Venmo you when I have the money? I don't know.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Poor Opie.
Poor Opie. Dabble babble coming in.
Carl, buddy, have you ever considered working behind the scenes? You are awful. That laggy voice of yours is like nails on a chalkboard.
Julie, I'll catch PDP on TSN next week. I don't want to contribute to your closeted homosexual friends clan rally.
See, why does Adams sound so much better than Kumia's?
Because he's the top.
Good question. Beef drippings coming in.
I'm looking forward to the Stern staff speaking after he retires. Friday Night Tights rules and is viscous like fluid.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting. I'm looking forward to all of the staffers coming on the Uncle Rico show and Who Are These Podcasts. Should be fun. Stewie Felt coming in again. Chrissy looks like she's stuck between two nerds trying out their x-ray glasses.
That's really funny. I tried on two people's glasses at my show Saturday night. It was I don't know, it's the most random thing. Because some guy was wearing glasses. I was like, are those the ones with the cameras on them? And he's like, I didn't try them out. And then I tried on his son's.
Were you concerned he was filming your set?
Actually, no. I thought they were really interesting because I just saw them in the Verizon store. So I was like, oh wow, these are a thing.
They are a thing.
No, I mean I filmed my own set, so it was a great set. So
didn't Rocco have those when he went to see Chad Zumock in Denver?
When he was in disguise as a hippie?
He shaved his face for that. Fucking idiot. Shroomdiff Nuclear coming in.
Oh my God, you hypocrites. You call out everyone but Christy Mayer gets a pass for lying on Pat Dixon, not Kuhl, my dudes. What you got, Blind Mike?
Hello.
Familiar.
Why'd you lie on Pat Dixon, bitch?
I have to be more specific.
Well, that's all we got right now.
Yeah, that's all we got
the
right
chat wasn't more specific, so I don't know the story.
Stewie Felt again. Just look at the South Park guys. Went from one show a week to a handful a year for $1 billion. Yeah. Less for more. That is the way to go, it seems like. Happy Valley Wrecking Crew.
I will win this lawsuit, and I will directing your funds to bank account of my choice. Essay Cole.
Yeah, remember when Cardiff was going to take John's YouTube money and redirect it?
To a bank account of my choosing?
Yes.
The potato hacked into my Google Chrome.
I have to tell you.
One of the funniest sentences that's ever come out of his mouth.
John,
Maybe it was a faulty Google Chrome.
The one thing we can all agree on when it comes to John, he really is just a stupid guy. King Caprice, visions of the $400 million LOL suit. Could Tabor Benedict be a worse lawyer than Kevin Landau? No comment.
Benedict.
No comment. Weird comment. Gifted a membership. Thank you very much for doing that. Get the bonus shows on here when you get gifted a membership. More like Chrissy Mayer. Am I right? Oof.
So original. Oh
Coming
my
in
God.
hot. Kiki Loco, for Cardiff only. Hope the rest of you go to prison. Yes. I'm a little disappointed Mike hasn't been included in this.
Yeah.
I know. I was wondering, could we get us all involved somehow, like last time? You know, I got in on the FBI thing.
I know.
Yeah. Well, didn't you predict the sale of his house months
and I
before?
nailed it.
Yeah.
Geary.
That was devastating. Stop doing that.
TPM $5. Carl baited SJ into the lawsuit in hopes of losing his Cape Coral estate. In the future, he'll make a safer real estate investment like Somalia. I see what you did there. Y'all got tricked by Kate Meany. Duke set you up, says
It's
Reverend
brutal.
Rage.
It's brutal.
Icon Buckets. I think I owe Mike $2. Here you go.
Thank you, buddy. Forward that to me, Carl.
Yeah, no problem. Zenpig, $4.99. Stern regularly talks about the BS contract series hands out. Oh, yeah, he's bitter about what people are making over there. And he should be, too, because those contracts, the money they pay for podcasts that anyone can listen to anywhere is crazy to me.
Well, it's what Spotify did with The Ringer and Caller Daddy and Rogan. There must be some benefit to it. It seems excessive, but...
Raper Butt says, so you're saying the Fart Man movie is still coming? I don't believe so. By the way, Raper Butt will be with us at Villa Roma Resort September 5th. Chrissy Mayer's Content Hotel featuring live Who Are These Podcasts? WTPlive.com for tickets.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a fun time.
Looking forward to that. Rick from New York, member for 3 months, says, Chrissy, would you prefer your anatomy melted or exploded? Asking for a friend.
Well, it depends. Like, if in both cases there's no chance of reconstruction, like I would tend to say melted. Maybe you could do more with that. Like exploded, I feel like you'd have nothing to work with.
Which would be more pleasurable?
Neither.
Oh, okay.
Because
why do you think about it a little longer?
Pool scan Sam.
I'll say melted.
Yeah.
Chrissy, are you worried that Keitard C. Thompson will read your private text on her podcast at some point? Good question.
No.
Oh, well, you should be. Dave Daffler, $10 says, this is no different than unemployment numbers. Funny how census takers are employed for only 2 weeks in a 10-year period, but it's counted as new jobs. Yeah, that's a lot of bullshit. I know. The figuring out how many people are listening to the Howard Stern show, they have no idea. I was listening to Opie talk about how many rats there are in New York City. How the fuck do you count rats? Is that possible?
One at a time, Carl.
One at a time, yes. Did we see that one? Wait, is that a repeat? Shit. Kip Smith, $5. Can you move Chrissy from between Creepy Carl and Julie? She's visibly uncomfortable. That's not how you treat a guest. She's not actually between us.
Yeah. I'm in my own home. And this chair is actually very uncomfortable. It's not the company.
Oh, okay. So you are uncomfortable. Okay.
The guy's perceptive, though.
Yeah.
Not emotionally.
Adam Bush says, SiriusXM planted this story to show shareholders the stock won't drop much when the word gets out Howard is leaving. Hashtag Rob Saul Army. Well, that's interesting.
Adam Bush is watching. Oh, sorry we got to you, Adam.
You're gay.
That was so funny. Well, you're not having butt sex with your buddy Carl right now? What's going on, Adam? Queefer Aaron's butt stomach. Chrissy, if Gino punches Lady K, what would you do? Hashtag Shirley knew. Do you know about this price on my head at your
No,
event?
I don't think Gino would punch anybody.
Well, listen to this, Chrissy. Kevin Brennan has offered Gino $3,000 to punch me when I see him at the Villa Roma Resort.
Doesn't seem
That's
legal.
not enough, and he would never do that. He
not
just
enough.
told me that there's no truth at all between you guys.
I know. I was texting with Gino afterwards. I had to inform him that he had this payday coming. He didn't even know about it.
I mean, I'll do it for free the week later in Detroit if you want.
I wouldn't worry about Gino and his jump rope arms. He is a peaceful man. He would never punch someone.
He's a lover, not a fighter, as I always say.
Yeah.
Shuley was John's mole. Hashtag Shuley knew.
I wish it was his tumor. What do you think of that?
Stewie felt he still talks about bucket list BS. He wants to host the Oscars. I'll bet anything.
Oh, come
on. Dave Daffler, Chrissy looks extremely lovely today. So does Cardiff.
Of course.
I actually can't even process a compliment at this point. I'm like, what?
I wasn't ready for it either. Jordan, member for 2 months. Remember when they served John by tricking him into thinking he had a beer delivery? His ex probably told the guy to say that, LOL. Rocky Pintozzi, $20. Enough about the stork. Let's talk about John taking over for Howard. That's
What's
the
up,
big
Rocky?
news.
What does that first show look like?
That would be amazing. I think I heard Carter talk about this.
Rocky's coming to Content Hotel. Haven't seen
Nice.
him yet. Yeah.
We'll see you there, Rocky. Yeah, that's that would be the greatest thing to ever happen to the Dabbleverse. John getting a job on SiriusXM doing morning radio Monday through Thursday.
I would happily buy a subscription.
Oh, yeah.
If every person working in the studio was a woman, then we got a show. And just watch him drop one by one as he harasses them one after the other. Now let's go to our weather girl.
That Stephanie Miller
baby.
stuff is crazy, where he's just constantly asking her about back when she used to suck dick, and like if she would get with him, and he claims that they made out. She hates his guts. I'm watching these shows, I can tell.
Well, somebody in the chat brought up a good point where he sees lesbians as dirty, as like, if you're fucked up enough to be a lesbian, then odds are you'll fuck me. And that's why he approaches lesbians.
You know what? I miss penis.
I'm listening. I'm waiting for that episode as well. And I'm angry at you, Carl, for finding those tapes, by the way.
I know. I'm angry at me too.
I wish I had those tapes.
I heard
but
you
I
say
bet it's
that
the
the other
last
day.
episode.
Ha-ha.
I bet she loses a bet. Like, I bet there's a bet involved. There's a wager of some sort, and she has to kiss him.
Okay.
Like the last episode he works there or something.
Yeah, maybe it's a stunt.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tease this on the WTP this week. We'll be playing the next episode of Stephanie Miller's Happy Hour, and this will be the final episode that John gets to work the board. He will be taken off of the board after this episode.
What a run.
He lasted 4.
Just watching that fucking finger, just moving it an inch or two, up and down, up and down.
No
I
idea what
wanted to
he's
jump
doing.
through the fucking monitor. I was like, oh, killing.
Chrissy, on his second day working the board for Stephanie Miller, he explains he can't work the board. It's too difficult. And somebody goes, that's what we hired you for. Figure it out.
Yeah, it's just knobs.
Shuli, remember Kimmel took Howard to see Springsteen on Broadway? He was upset Jimmy had the clout to get tickets when Gary couldn't.
Yeah.
Before he went Hollywood.
Yeah. No, there was the time where, what was it, the New York Knicks front court, he couldn't get tickets for or something, or, it was always something he felt insulted by.
Now, I bought a coffee 4 months ago, and they had a promotion, and I got 6 months of free Sirius. So I've been checking in, and I'm not joking. I rolled up the rim on a coffee cup, and I got 6 months of Sirius. But
it's great marketing.
It's amazing. But I did tune in. There was one episode, and Stern was on, and he was going to see Pearl Jam that night. And Beth had to talk him down from calling Eddie Vedder's wife and getting him to start the show early for him.
Oh,
like this is where he's at. And this wasn't that long ago.
That would be some pull if you could do that.
There's half of the people aren't even there yet. They're playing even flow.
That's what when he did the show last week, talking about the Metallica channel. They're talking about a Metallica concert they're doing at some place in the Hamptons, I guess. And he's so happy that the concert's at 3 p.m.
Jesus Christ! It's got to be the same place where they recorded Smartless in the Hamptons. There's only one venue out there.
Yeah, I
right?
guess I don't know. It was some weird name, like it was some quiet town. They said that Metallica's going to be there, and they have to do it at 3 p.m.
Makes zero sense. DPM Chrissy, how do you feel about WTP sending Adam to critique your hosting abilities in his snarky manner we all find so appealing?
Oh, you sent him? I thought we booked him.
Yeah, I didn't. We
Silly
don't
me.
send people anyway. Michael Gavin Ali show says, I was supposed to see Stuttering John last Thursday in New Jersey. He canceled. No, he didn't cancel. We'll talk about that. I had plans to interact with Stuttering John at the show. Oh, I spoke to Stuttering John on Facebook. SJ will Long Island in October. Michael Gavin Ali, so easy to read his stuff.
Yeah. SJ will Long Island for rest of life, I think.
Right, yes.
Well, he has a suit to pick up.
Yeah, he does.
MGA went to one of John's conventions things and then didn't even talk to him. He came on
Yeah,
that show and report back.
Didn't he drop the ball horribly?
Totally dropped the ball. It's like, come on, man. And I even scolded him to not go on Bedabbler and scoop me with Bedabbler, and I should have just let him go.
Well, then he reached out to me the day before and was like, does TSN want me to ask any questions?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I didn't know you were going. He goes, well, I'm going for Tukey. I'm like, well, then go for Tukey. Don't ask me for shit.
I know. He was
It's
asking
the
me.
autism.
I know. I do have this statement. Rick from New York, our buddy Rick from New York sent this in.
Yeah.
And it is about Howard. Then we'll get into the Stuttering John stuff. But get your guys' take on this because Rick from New York is a big Imus fan.
Yeah. Found
He
him.
says, I'm pretty sick and tired of hearing the Howard Stern became Imus argument, so I felt necessary to bring a few facts to the forefront. While there is some truth to the statement that Howard became Imus, that truth is Howard became Imus in the early 80s when he was in DC doing Imus's act. That's what got him to New York in the first place. Imus was pretty much the first shock jock. He was getting fired for outlandish comments while Howard was still in high school. Now Howard needing to come up with his own style, which he did, and eventually blew Imus away in the ratings, popularity, and earnings. However, besides them both marrying much younger blondes, this is where the comparison ends. Imus never turned on his audience or gaslit them into forgetting things he did in the past that wouldn't be accepted by today's standards. While Imus did run a 90% political program, he wasn't a shill for either party. He supported Democrats and Republicans. Name another political show that did that. Well, that's not that impressive. Imus never had to be the funniest guy in the room. He didn't need comedians writing lines for him. He instead gave a platform to comedians to be funny on their own. Most of their jokes were at Imus's expense, making fun of his appearance and wishing death on him, something the thin-skinned Howard would never have done. Imus never issued a gag order on another program because his feelings were hurt by their criticism. I mean, who knows?
What does Rick think? We're all going to be like, hey, Rick's right, everybody. Imus is great.
Imus didn't have a team assembled to beg A-listers to appear on the show, so they came to have their balls washed and be armchair psychoanalyzed. Not to mention, Imus would have shoved his 4 Marconi Awards up his ass on national television before he'd ever appear on The View. Imus retired. Howard was canceled. That's a difference. Imus still rents significant square footage in Howard's head this day. That's why he couldn't wait to shun Imus when he died. Also why he stole the duck that Imus used for 35 years as a time check. No one is disputing who had the bigger show, but there's not much truth in Howard became Imus from where I stand. It actually would have been beneficial for Howard to become Imus in the twilight of his career. He'd be leaving the air with more dignity. So there you go, Rick. That's the go ahead, Cardiff.
I'm a big fan of Rick. Yes. I like Rick, but I think the argument most of us make is Howard became the Imus that Howard used to make fun of.
Right. And you talk about the ending his career like Imus. Didn't Imus get fired for making racist remarks?
Yes, the nappy-headed hoe comment.
Yeah.
He came back after that, though, didn't he?
Yeah,
he did.
Okay.
He got a job on Fox News. They're like, we need this guy.
Yeah.
Where's the nappy-headed hose guy?
Hey, we caught your last show. Great stuff. Listen, come on in.
All right. This is from Dabblers Anonymous, and I just wanted to play this. It's
Lies.
It's a visual, but this is Stuttering John's lawsuit fantasy. It's very funny. So I'll explain for the people who are listening, like Mike Geary.
Thank you.
So they're showing the courthouse here. The defendants. There's me and Shuley. Looking pretty
good color.
Yeah. The jury. Oh no, the jury's also.
This is gonna be tough.
That's gonna be rough. The verdict. Guilty.
Oh no, the judge too.
The sentence. What's the sentence gonna be?
4 pages long.
Oh shit. We're in prison together.
At least we got each other.
Oh, we're in the electric chair. Oh, damn it.
Oh no.
That didn't work out well for us, Shuley.
Success.
A jury of your peers, boys.
Specific Team 6072 put that together. So obviously, Cardiff, there was some paperwork that surfaced.
Yes.
Over the weekend.
I might have read all 31 pages on Sunday morning.
Yeah, I definitely did. I don't really have a lot of comments for that yet.
You shouldn't. Yes,
I will. Couch cushions is weird. I'll say that.
Vince being cited as an expert on YouTube, a legal expert, was interesting.
I'm worried for Sheet Shitterson. I have a feeling he's going to get roped into this. You know,
he's on the lam. I've heard.
Yeah.
No, he made a statement today.
Did he?
Yeah, I think Shuley coerced him into letting everyone know that he got the cushions of his own volition.
That's great. Well, here's what I'll say. John is a really stupid guy.
Mm-hmm.
He might be the dumbest person in entertainment or of all time, potentially.
Yeah,
and
somebody's at my door. I'll be right back.
Okay, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, someone's
getting...
papers! Don't answer!
Don't answer it!
I know that John thinks he's going to be pocketing money and reaping the profits and lining his pockets with profits and with all this revenue generating content.
Why are you using words directly from the filing,
What?
Carl?
Oh, those are. I didn't know that. I just figured that John had a profit motivation or something like that. He's such a fucking retard. What do we got? Sheila, anything important?
It's official. I've been served. Yeah, there's a pack of Oreos that were brought down here, so I'm going to enjoy. Thank you.
Excellent.
Congratulations.
What were you saying, guys? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm curious if you have any other thoughts on that, Cardiff, as you've been able to process this after your show. People should check out Cardiff's show from yesterday morning, an emergency show.
Yes.
Where him and OJ and sometimes Rocco went through the paperwork.
All 31 pages. Yeah, it's the wording in there was some of the stuff that they were the colloquialisms, I guess. Maybe is the word I'm looking for. Just the phrasings of stuff was weird.
Didn't sound like legalese to you?
Not. I mean, it sounded like they were trying to fill paragraphs, is what it sounded like. But the one reference in there just still kills me. Even legal experts on YouTube, like the Lazy Law News Network, agree that this is an ironclad, like it was some stupid statement. Again, using Vince the lawyer as his reference, which makes me believe that Vince the lawyer is behind all of this. Just that one paragraph being in there kind of makes me think Vince is behind all of this.
Do you really think it's a chat GPT or an AI generated lawsuit?
Nope.
No.
It would be worded way better.
It was like, cause you guys, Cardiff, like one of you was joking on your show about that. And I was like, is that even possible?
Yeah. Rocco put paragraphs into some AI finder, like AI detector software. And a lot of the paragraphs came back 100% human. Because they knew it's like, yeah, we wouldn't make these mistakes as AI. We're not this dumb. But like the lawyer's name was misspelled, Chrissy.
Ugh.
The lawyer's name was misspelled on the first page.
He was in a hurry.
I guess.
Give him a break.
Wait for it.
There's a lot
you know who I meant.
There's a lot to get to on there. Yeah, so it's pretty wild. And we'll, obviously, if and when people get served, then attorneys will be retained and we'll figure out next steps and we'll try to keep everyone informed along the way.
Will you guys split the $600,000 evenly, or since it was Carl's idea, will he have to pay more?
Carl started it all. You heard everybody's been saying it for the longest time.
I have heard people say that, so I'm just thinking. Mathematically.
I don't know. Carl's been saying a lot lately that Revenge of the Sis were the guys that actually started all of this.
That's a good
definitely Mersh. Mersh actually called me. He goes, Carl, you got to get on this Stuttering John stuff. It's gonna make you a fortune. I'm like, I could use a second house, Mersh. Thank you. Let me do that. All right.
But yes, it will be fun when for us it'll be fun at least. I'm sure you'll enjoy it too.
Yeah, I did call up my buddy Dick yesterday just to get his thoughts because he went through a similar thing with Maddox. Now, of course, Dick was sued for $20 million.
Wow.
So he's got the bigger dick on this one, unfortunately, but whatever. I'll get there someday.
Hey, this is just our first one, Carl.
Right.
Don't
That's what I mean.
knock it,
That's what I mean. Baby steps.
I even love. Sorry, there's one more thing that I kind of loved in there too. Was the stretch that somehow he knows that you funneled the money through New York accounts, so that he could connect. There were so many things in there where they were just throwing these darts to connect New York somehow, even though Go ahead, Mike.
Wasn't there something you read, Cardiff, that it was like WATP is headquartered in New York or possibly Alabama?
Yeah, because there were illusions that there's mergers happening between you two guys. Like, all I really want to know is, have you guys sold your homes yet for $10?
My mom
No comment.
offered that to me, and I said no. I'm like, I'm gonna need a little bit more than $10.
My dad tried to Jew me down to 5. I was like, oh, fuck yourself.
Surely.
My mom tried to get my house for $10. I'm like, the Cape Coral house? Sure. She goes, no. I definitely don't want that.
You give me $10. Sure.
That is the going rate for houses in Cape Coral right now.
Motherfuckers.
Sorry.
I wanted to play this clip that someone just posted in Dabbler's Anonymous because we were talking about, we've been playing John's time on the Stephanie Miller show. And so we're getting a glimpse into what actually happened when he worked for Stephanie. And this is him talking to Noel Kassler, who was a recent guest on the Stephanie Miller show. about his experience on that show. This is crazy.
Guy, tells it like it is, which is why I thought it was so funny after you came on my show. Suddenly, Stephanie Miller has you on. It was just for people who tuned in later.
John always thinks everyone's watching his show and then copying him. He used to talk about this with Gary Delabate. He'd be like, oh, I know Gary listens to my podcast on his way into work. And then that's where he comes up with all his ideas and pitches guests and topics to Howard.
I like the idea of having a guest is ripping someone off. Like if I have Chrissy Mayer on my show, I'm ripping Carl off. Somehow.
You better fucking not.
I won't. I don't want to be a hack, but
it's like the old Larry Sanders show, and they're like, Jon Stewart's doing Johnny, and he's doing our show. It's like you got to pick one, dude. Got to pick one.
And again, drop the needle on a video of John, and the callers are always askew.
Yeah.
Noel Kassler also is like a liberal political pundit. So the fact that he would go on John's political show and Stephanie Miller's liberal political show is not that rare. You'd think it'd be the same kind of guests making the rounds.
And look, I'm not, it doesn't matter. I look, Stephanie was a difficult person to work with. I did happen to make out with her quite a few times, though.
Quite a few times now.
Wow.
Talk about the weirdest thing to do is to kiss and tell, but literally kiss and tell.
A lesbian.
Made out with. What?
Now we know why she's a lesbian.
Cool,
seems like
man.
a terrific boss. I don't know why he's bitching so much about it.
I have a theory that it was really dark, and he just felt like a woman to her.
Oh.
She felt her titties.
Right, because of the man boobs.
Right. So she, to this day, had no idea that she had a heterosexual experience.
Very, very possible. Very possible.
Yeah.
We have about 1,900 people in here. Can someone hit the like button?
Please.
While you're here, hit that fucking like button.
I figured something was like that going on.
But she was very, very. She's difficult, and there's a long line of people. It's fine. She's got her insecurity. She has her narcissism. She's got her.
Listen to what John's accusing Stephanie Miller of. Insecurity. This is the guy who said, I can't work the board. Yeah. I can't figure it out. Narcissism. Check. All right.
He's got a trans kid.
Disorder.
It's all things he's
Right.
got.
Right. Yeah,
Mike's so right. Like, he's too dumb to watch somebody process this, figure this out about somebody. He's too dumb to do any of those things. So he's just repeating stuff that's been said to him by family members, friends, ex-wives. That's all this is.
She's dumb. Her feet smell.
Puerto Rican.
She'd be nothing without Howard.
Got her insecurity. She has her narcissism. She's got her personality disorders. I mean,
personality disorders. Can you be more specific? No. Okay, that's fine.
And so I'm sure they heard you on my podcast, and then T-Bone, Travis Bone.
I want to point out, this is going back to a time, I think 2021 this occurred. No one, and I mean no one, was listening to John's podcast or watching his YouTube at this time.
Well, and when have you ever heard him interview a guest where you go, man, John hit it out of the park with this interview? Like somebody's watching this and going, oh, Noel was great on John's show. We should have him on our show. No way. Nobody's
Hal
good on his
Sparks
show.
got so fed up, he literally said, I'm tired of carrying that guy's show for him.
Yes.
He stopped doing it because Hal Sparks would come on and John would just be like, you see what happened on CNN last night? And then Hal Sparks talks for 30 minutes straight.
Do you think Tebow's actual name is Travis Bone? I can't get past that. It seems unlikely.
Yeah, that's it.
Who had trashed her in the past anyway. He books her.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's funny. Let's back that up a little bit. Always be bashing. He always has to call everyone out all the time for everything. It's great.
I'm sure they heard you on my podcast. And then T-Bone, Travis Bone.
That's a really good point. Let me be more formal. Travis Bone.
Maybe it is Travis Bone.
Sure.
It is Travis Bone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. It's not short for like Bonowitz.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, okay.
It's too cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Who had trashed her in the past anyway. He books her. And you say, oh, good. Like, please plug that I'm going to be on the Stuttering John podcast. And they don't plug it.
Don't plug it.
I mean, I'm sure that really hurt Noel. It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Plugged my Stuttering John appearance.
John,
also, when do you plug that you're going to be a guest on another show?
Well, right. It's not a stand-up gig. It's
Never mind my book that I wrote. I'll be on the Stuttering John program.
Maybe if you're going on like Rogan, you're like, hey, I'm going on Rogan. That's pretty cool. You're not if you're on a YouTube channel with 80 people watching.
No, the show you go on is to promote something, not whatever.
Exactly. That's why you're doing any of these shows. Promote the real thing you do.
Come on, Noel. That's kind of trite. If you said to me, like
Spaghetti
today,
Truth is
can
making
you
me
plug?
giggle.
I'll do it right now. Noel's going to be on the Stephanie Miller show tomorrow.
Wow.
That's
dude.
how big of him. You know, your segment's.
How big of them? Wow.
See how easy that is, Stephanie?
Wow.
I just did it.
Going to air. I mean, don't be so trite. You know, we're all in this together.
The word a day calendar. Back in these days, John would learn a new word and he'd just have to use it over and over again. So trite was the word back then.
If we had, employer differences in the past, that's the, you don't like
what?
Don't
such a communicator, this guy. You'll figure it out, John. I'm sure it'll come to you.
Don't not do somebody's plug. You know?
Right. That's usually plugs are usually what goes on. You send them plugs and they turn your plugs.
Yeah,
Is just being held hostage. Is Noah being held hostage?
No, he's like, yeah, John. I know it's crazy.
Yeah.
Blinking.
But I like how John's like, regardless of how much I pissed you off and left in a shitty way, don't not read my plugs. Like,
John's
don't be a
like,
dick about it.
He's upset for Noel. John's upset for John.
Right.
He wanted them to promote his show.
I'm sure if John had me on as a guest, he'd go, and you co-host a show with Carl Hamburger. Tell me what that's about.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And I was even nice. I could have really taken some shots at her in my book, but I didn't want to. I'm like,
okay, so in John's world, not trashing someone equals being nice. Holy shit. I'm a really nice guy, it turns out, to most people in the world.
That's what this lawsuit's all about. He just wants you guys to be nice.
That is true.
I didn't even think of it that way.
I suppose. So he goes, I didn't even trash her in my book. Let's find out why he didn't trash her in his book.
you know what? It's not like she's that well known, and
immediately he's like, well, I'm a nice guy. I didn't trash my book because no one even fucking knows who she is. She's not famous.
Zero.
Jesus, John. Can't help himself. Always be bashing.
And I don't know. It's fine. We didn't have a good work experience. She wasn't a good employer. She wasn't a good boss. But you know what?
At least you're not trashing her.
She wasn't a good employer. She wasn't a good boss. That's a two-way relationship, I think.
A good employer. She wasn't a good boss. But you know what? Like, I remember only once did I trash her on Twitter, and it was only because
one time. Who else talks like this? I only once trashed her on Twitter. And listen, I was justified in it.
And Noel's just sitting there going, makes total sense, John. I totally hear where you're coming from.
She wouldn't have me on to promote my book after she promised me that she would.
He trashed her on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't book him as a guest to promote his book.
Boy.
Yeah.
Your fucking breath smelled anyways, you cunt.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Wait. But
he didn't hit send, and he just trashes her. He's like, oh, I never got it. Oh, I forgot to hit send. Sorry.
He trashed her on Twitter because she didn't have him on to promote the book that he wrote. And the book, does she know that he didn't trash her in the book?
I'm sure he mentioned
Remember, this is the book that
he considered trashing her, but she's not a big enough star.
Yeah.
He would have if anyone gave a shit.
But he wants to promote on her show, but she's not a big enough star to trash. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got a whole chapter on Gary Delabate in his book, a whole chapter devoted to trashing Gary. And then he's like, and Howard wouldn't even have me on the show to promote my book. It's like, you know who books for Howard Joe? You fucking idiot.
Well, not only that, but he wants credit for not being a scumbag while being a scumbag.
Right.
It's the way he goes, look, I didn't trash her, but she sucked as a boss. Her breath smelled. Blah, blah. And it's just like, you're doing it.
And then they wouldn't book me. And then I was like, all right, then I'm going to tell the truth.
All right. So then he's got to lash out.
Nothing like Stuttering John's rage.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of my favorite scene from Night Shift with Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton, where Michael Keaton comes back from Vegas and he's like, "How was it?" And he goes, "They barred me from the casino." And he's like, "What happened?" He goes, "I knew they were cheating me, so I threw my drink in the dealer's face and I told him to go fuck himself." Right. And he goes, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, so they banned me for being too good." He goes, "That's why they threw me out, recounting cards." Idiot.
We have SteelToe stuff coming up and Opie stuff coming up for sure. Shuey, I don't know if you're able to hang.
No,
with us.
I got to bounce.
You got to bounce?
I got to bounce, Bubba. Yeah.
All right, what are you doing tonight?
Tonight we're just doing the raid. Tier 2 members, Monday night raid. Come join us. I think 8:00. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
The
Thank
Shuey
you.
Network. Get over
I'll
there.
see you in court.
Subscribe. See you in court, buddy.
All right, pal. Later.
Bye, Shuey.
Cardiff, go fuck yourself.
Fuck you. I mean, bye, Shuli. I don't know where we are in this work.
I was confused by it too. I'd ask questions. All right, so supertip.gg/WATP if you want to give money that will eventually go into John's bank account. That's where you could do it, like Duke Dingus McFirefarts.
Your Honor, Duke Dingus McFirefarts used my ex-wife's breasts as his YouTube profile picture for months. Does the Duke Dingus have no shame? Is nothing sacred? Did I wipe my ass today? Emphatically no.
Daddy Poopy. Uh-oh.
The Howard Stern Show died with Eric the actor's death. He's turned into his mother. 2 shows this summer? You're doing too much.
Thanks, Rosie. Trey Peacock fan.
John, bass Scott Peterson can help your case. You're a homeowner, right?
Well,
you're a college graduate, right?
Well,
nice.
I was surprised to see the lawsuit is full of inaccuracies and written in a deceptive way. I thought Tabber was rebuilding his reputation after drunkenly running over a cyclist and going to prison.
No comment.
No comment.
Juggernaut.
Cardiff Electric, the greatest podcaster in the world today.
Carl, can I ask you a question?
You're always plugging your shit. Yeah, what's up?
If I get like an online law degree, will you let me represent you?
Definitely not.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
I can't even read this.
Fatal law.
I can't even read this name, I don't think. STDJ Disgusting Lumpy Goiter, formerly Eugene, $10. I've been listening to Stern since 1991. The show has sucked since COVID started. I still listen because to stop at this point when it's close to the end seems foolish. I stopped listening in March of 2020 for that specific reason. I
can't believe you guys made it that far.
I know.
Yeah,
I couldn't.
I didn't
it was
even
just
make
a
it
habit.
that far.
It was such a habit, and I still had a bunch of friends who still listened. I talked to them about it, and then he was so depressing when COVID hit, and he was so rooting on the lockdowns and everything. I was like, okay, I can't anymore. It was maddening. Rumpled Trenchcoat, a Columbo podcast. As one of the executive producers of Dabble House, I'm pretending I'm not home so I can't get served by SJ. Oh, you don't want to admit that, dude. Happy Valley Wrecking Crew. Suing Shuli. Doesn't John know getting sued is like the 4th of July, New Year's Eve, and Christmas all wrapped up into one for a Jew L'chaim?
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
I like
Fuck
L'chaim.
off.
It's how non-Jewish it is.
L'chaim, is that French?
Yeah, nice try, Carl. We know.
Would you know that in Braille? Mike, would you have known that? Can
No,
you
I
spell it
wouldn't.
for us there now?
That's a good point.
So, I'm sorry, but one thing we didn't bring up about the fucking lawsuit is like the Dabble. We were all, I mean, yeah, you're doing the Stephanie Miller stuff,
Right.
but there was so little talking about John happening.
I know.
That
You really
really missed it.
Yeah.
Also, he might be poor.
Yeah,
But why? I don't think Jews like being sued. I don't think that's true. No one enjoys being sued. It's not a
I'd
good
like to be on
thing.
the other end, I think.
Yeah. It's not a fun thing to have.
They want to be the lawyer.
I will be representing Stuttering John Melanchis in this lawsuit. Carl, you are all going to go down to the river. I will audit you all.
No, delete laws is getting involved.
He's
That's
got
not good.
experience. That's who you want.
Shit. Stewie felt. LOL. I was looking on Amazon for Private Parts movie, and the audiobook for Baba Booey came up for 99 cents.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not great.
That's a
Do you have one of those trifolds for when you get the process server comes? You can use that to defend yourself.
Don't speak, Carl. Just show him that.
I don't need your license or registration, sir. I know, but I was told to. Oh, okay. Rumpled trench coat again coming in. Oh, hang on. There's a pizza guy at my door. Weird. I didn't order one. Johnny Russo. Johnny Russo, of course, the author of Anthony's books. Shuli, any interactions with Don Buchwald? I knew him for 20 years. Interesting guy. The way he treated John was perfect. I'm sorry that Shuli is not here.
He must have been his manager.
But Don Buchwald was a fierce negotiator and a fantastic manager. Howard loved him.
Well, Shuli's texting.
I got an awesome radio gig lead for the morning drive in Delhi, India. Remigration is a real thing. Other Borinilai.
Je me souviens.
Oui.
What did Shuli text you there?
Shuli this is the official comment from Shuli Agar. Don Buchwald was a giant piece of shit.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Well, there you have it, folks.
Chaka John coming in. I, Chaka, hereby attest that at no point did Shalom Shuli nor Carl Hamburger, Hamburger, ask me to find John's couch, furniture, and other garbage that he disposed of on a public street. That's right. Then stick with that saying, Chaka John. Chrissy, do you know that we had John's couch cushions at DabbleCon too?
I'm learning that now.
John, when he moved, he just threw a bunch of his shit on the sidewalk outside of his apartment. And so a listener snagged up his couch cushions and mailed them.
Or is that just what Mr. Hamburger would have you believe?
Why did you go over it with a black light or something?
Yeah, we actually had it behind velvet ropes with black lights on it displayed on the stage so that people could go up and observe it.
And the couch is prominently mentioned in the lawsuit.
It's in there a lot of times.
There's many paragraphs
so
about the couch.
I only got to point 70 of Cardiff and Tootie breaking it down.
Stuttering John Museum would make a fortune.
I would be there for sure. What were you saying, Mike?
I only got to point 70 of Cardiff and Tukey breaking it down, and the couch was mentioned in several of the points.
Yeah. At one point, I think Cardiff said this, and it was transferred over state lines, which is not what it says, but it's very funny. Stewie felt. Howard doing the "Don't you also hate your parents" bit with most of the celebs he interviews is ridiculous. He's not a good interviewer anymore.
That's the thing. Is there's this thing of well, Howard's a great interviewer. Why doesn't he just do interviews? I listened to him interview Bruce. The whole thing was on YouTube.
Oh, God.
It's not great.
They're both boring people.
And you can tell Howard's not a real fan. Those questions are obviously written, so there's nothing genuine coming out of him. I actually don't think he's a great interviewer anymore.
No, he's terrible at it now. So born in the USA, that's not pro-United States?
Right, it was a little shit like that, yeah.
Actually, Howard, it's not. It's about. All right, silence. I'll never pull a Bruce impression out ever again. Silence Dugan coming in.
Yeah, so I guess Stuttering John is suing Carl and Shuli. I watched a clip about it. I think he's got a real chance to win this. They were telling their audience, hey guys, Stuttering John will be at our live events. Buy tickets. And just lying. It was really embarrassing. $600K? Oof, that's going to sting the old pocketbook.
Yeah, has Aaron weighed in on this yet? I know he's not doing any more drama stuff on his show.
I can give you an abridged version of what he will say, and that's why he's the best at it, because you guys don't understand the boundaries. That's why he's so solid at this. And you guys just don't get it.
That makes sense. So he's due in court on August 29th, and then again on October 2nd?
That's not broadcast. That's a different thing. It's a personal matter.
Okay. Yeah. Ghost Crusaders, speaking of Aaron, this is the guy who pretended to be Adam Bush in Aaron's chat, and Aaron got so excited because he thought he got a W on Adam Bush.
Your Honor, I would like to call Lady K to the stand. So, lady, is it not true that you deliberately told Kate, love of my life, meaning that if she did not secretly record our conversations, that you would make fun of her nonstop until she would have to go into hiding, or your mom wife would put her in the hospital?
Yes.
You see, Your Honor, the piece of garbage admits it.
No, John, you asked, is it not true? Yes, it's not true. I never did that.
My voice is getting worse and worse on
It
this
doesn't
thing.
sound like you.
No, I hope not. Why did John's voice get so slow? That was
I mean, it's the course.
Oh, okay.
He's measured now that he's taking time off.
You think AI John isn't drinking?
Yeah, good point. Ghost Crusaders again.
Your Honor, may I treat this piece of garbage like a hostile witness, please? No, then fine. I have no fooder to use for this guy.
Fooder?
I'd like to call on the potato.
Yes, Your Honor.
Laziest man on Mars.
Great name. My business's name is Laziest Arborist on Earth.
Okay.
I thought that said abortionist for a minute.
Thank God AI knew how to read. Wish they'd read all these for me. Grim Aaron.
I'm a cynic. I don't believe John's lawsuit will happen until I see it in court. Remember the lawsuit the midget lawyer filed? I wonder what happened there. John, we'll call donate to make it happen.
Say no more.
My delicious meatloaf recipe has been offered to Stuttering John. The pending lawsuit may be settled, allegedly.
Oh, thanks, Cardiff. You're welcome. Streetfeld says he's trying to get y'all on Rico counts. LOL. I get it, because Uncle Rico show. And the Rico lost. Juggernaut.
RECO.
Plenty of chances to start banging dudes again, starting with me. Total narcissus.
Is T-Bone related to Bobby Bones? Very possible. Can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, I guess I was wrong on that one, but it did stick out as odd to me.
Travis Bone. Barrister 1401.
Holy shit, bitches. Look at all these losers hosting this show. Can't believe I'm sniping this.
Hi, Kevin.
Hello, Kev.
Colin. Oh, the number of viewers must be driving him nuts. Colin Madden. Has anyone told Stephanie Miller that John claimed he made out several times? Cardiff, can we get a chicka chicka?
Told you it's catching on.
Chicka chicka. It is fun. Oh, that's fun.
Contre mon frère, I hooked up with Stephanie like 20 times. So I'm not so sure about this LYBTG thing she claims to be. Lesbian schmeshmian. That's why I got issues with my trans kid, Dirk Diggler.
Jesus Christ. You guys are going to get me in a lot of trouble over here. Duke of the Just Do It's. Don't forget, John, Doc's Mike's real name is Michael.
Oh, she did say that too. Most people didn't know.
It's hilarious. I hear Villaroma isn't as bad as it used to be. That's what I hear too.
Yes,
Don't
it's
listen to the
better.
noise.
It's better.
Chris,
There's a lot of
you've been
a
there
lot
recently.
of fun people there. I'm here right now.
Oh, you're at Villaroma right now?
We got meetings this week with the owners. Well, Frank has a meeting. I'll be just hanging out with the baby.
Ladies don't need to be in meetings, right?
Yeah,
Let the
I
men
would
take care of this.
I would just ruin them anyway. Yeah.
Flawed friends with 3 potatoes coming in. Michael
Hello.
Gavin Ali show. Hey, Carol, did you see me and my friend Nicole on El Horrible, OJ, and Cardiff? She now part of the Dabbleverse.
Oh.
Yeah, she was fantastic. Great guest. She's welcome anytime. Michael Gavin Ali, no.
There's been some big guests there, Cardiff.
Fungi Brian says, just wanted to say Blind Mike's Why Are You Laughing is amazing. I listen every night when I go to bed. Can't wait for new episodes. Such a great radio voice.
Oh.
You don't have to wait if you're a member, but yeah, it'll be back in a few weeks.
Grifter.
Beef Drippins. Bro, I'm a huge fan, but I'd totally wreck your jaw for $50. See you tonight, Shuli. When we raid Blind Mike, you're my favorite.
Thank you, buddy.
See, this is having a price on my head is not a good thing.
No.
Always be looking over your shoulder.
Not in this economy. Queefer Aaron's butt stomach. Kumia needs to apologize for made Gino a thing. Hashtag potato world order.
Gino was a thing before Anthony.
I know. I said we had to blame Artie Lang.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty
If
sure.
anything.
Oh, here we go. From Zach Hoffman. Chrissy, fuck Mary Kill. A wigless Stern. Opie at 6 a.m. with wine mouth.
Okay.
Cardiff after hour in the sauna.
Okay. Kill Stern. Fuck Opie and marry Cardiff.
Whoa. That was quick decisions right there.
Yep.
I think he'd marry Stern. He's got like $1 billion.
Nope.
Yeah, he's pretty old too.
To be fair, I probably wouldn't last an hour in the
I have
sauna anyway.
scruples.
All right. Dabble Don Zithorn. I think what Rick was saying is Howard's no one to celebrate. He's a fraud. Any free speech radio guy who silenced their opponent, Opie and Anthony, is a coward phony. I agree wholeheartedly with that. Diablo Sandwich. Vince made the commentary to goad John into suing. No comment. Dr. Rapey Ray. Did Chrissy ever get served for stealing those presents? That's a good question.
Served.
What are you thinking, like a meal or something?
That'd be nice.
Okay. The Edgelord. Hey, Chris, remember Shuli's hoodie at DabbleCon 1?
I don't.
I think he was wearing a SteelToe hoodie. I have the same one in my closet.
I have one too.
Yeah. He gave them to all of us. Actually, I believe it was April that sent that out to me. She was in charge of mailing things. JG710. Chances a Windy City Heat scenario would work on Stuttering John, 100%.
Oh, God, yeah.
100%.
I mean, I kind of almost did it once.
Which time?
I booked him at a fake comedy club.
Laziest man on Mars. A man with no eyes in a bikini can see SJO win.
I don't know. I'm actually Team John on this one.
Mike Roch, $5. Keep up the good work, guys. You're doing the Lord's work. Cardiff needs to shave off the butt broom. Yeah, your mustache is ridiculous.
I'm sick of this potato shit, okay? One out.
The Jews being
stop
sued.
doing it.
Oh, he's not going to get booked on PDP if he's on a potato. He knows that.
Carl said no.
The Jews being sued line was from Full Metal Jacket. Oh, I was unaware of that. Chrissy has a nice pair of Cardiffs there. Hashtag lean back. Chrissy, you taking requests?
Not for. You'd have to give more than $20 Mexican for that.
Right. If you want to see Chrissy's potatoes,
American money only.
Yeah.
That's right.
Edward Efsler, $10 says, not only did you guys give Stuttering John an open invite to each DabbleCon, he threatened he was going to the show. He's going to show up every time. Remember, he was going to hide in the bathroom and beat you guys up one at a time. I do remember that. He's a ridiculous man. He's really stupid. Tabber Benetuck. My client's college will make this a federal case. Tabber Benetuck. Fuck. No comment. Tone Cot, 89. Hey, saw you guys at DabbleCon 1 in freezing ass Rochester. Love you all, even though Bob Levy is drunk bastard.
Oh, that was so fun. I love DabbleCon 1.
DabbleCon 1 was fun.
Not to bolster John's case here, but why isn't DabbleCon 1 part of this lawsuit?
Because I was there.
Is that why?
Carl can't comment, but I can comment.
Yeah, please.
Because the entire he's basing this all around the tapes. The playing of the tapes.
But there's
It's
a
all
lot of stuff
connected to
about the
that.
promotion of it. Why not just toss that in there for good measure?
Because they weren't tapes played there.
There might be a statute of limitations as well.
Oh,
DabbleCon 2 was just under a year ago.
Gotcha. Okay. Very savvy, this guy.
Statute of limitations, indeed.
Chaos Queen, $10. I can't wait until John complains about the MP3 of his book and the judge mansplains to him how dumb he is. Oh, wait. It wasn't in the paperwork? He figured it out finally? Damn it.
If a judge is to say, oh, no, actually, those are them. They're breaking down the book, John.
Now, Now, hold on. It might not have been in the filing, but I don't think he can't bring that in as evidence later. It's like in another thing.
Yeah, there in that paperwork I saw, there was a lot of and other things. Listed. It was pretty crazy. You guys want to watch Aaron beg for money?
Yes.
That's a first.
Let's do it.
When is this from?
This is from this morning.
That can't be right.
Bubble Popper 24 posted this in the SteelToe Boring Show subreddit. I was watching this earlier today.
Of the victim. So, yeah, that had to be attempted murder. That can't be because if we don't know what the condition of the victim is.
The condition is pretty certain if it's murder.
Yeah.
Like the condition of the victim is she's dead.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Need Trump gifting a membership over on YouTube. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate that. $90. away from today.
Has he become a much worse broadcaster? I don't remember him being like, and we got another thing coming in from the YouTube. It's $90 away. Like, it's changed, right?
I remember when people started saying, like, oh, you got, because I knew about the goal long before I talked about it. And I just thought it was some douchey thing they did, like, right at the end of their show, like the last 5 minutes or something. Maybe I just didn't look hard enough, but there's no way it could have been this much of the show. Now it's consumed by it.
Yes, I would tune in from time to time back when, years ago when April was on and stuff like that. And I didn't get this impression. Maybe I was missing these parts, but it's gotten so over the top ridiculous the way he announces giving him money.
And like there are weeks where I'll just pick an episode and I'm like, I'll just grab every time he talks about the goal, and I have to start skipping because I'm like, we're gonna spend 4 hours on this. It's crazy.
Yeah, you could do do the transcript, do a Control F, and just look for Rumble Rants or Streamlabs, one of those words, and you'll find every freaking time he goes through this.
Or $1 would come up a
right.
lot.
YouTube, thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
buddy. I appreciate that. $90.
Wow.
Away from today's goal. Please get us to 0. I can't stand missing goals.
What was his goal? What is his goal usually?
$300 in the morning. I think it's
Wow.
$200 in the evening.
Wow. So he's making $500 a day. Maybe this tactic is. Maybe I need to start doing this tactic.
He's asking for $500 a day, Chrissy.
And Chrissy, it used to be $350 and $250.
Yes.
Wow.
But now he's part of the Rumble Partner Program.
Okay.
So he makes some money off of Rumble, which was a nice way to take the burden off the audience a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the savings come back to us.
Yeah, he explained that he was doing us a favor by lowering his goals.
I'm surprised he doesn't show up with a $50 bill every morning. Say, see, guys, let's get this started.
Yep, pop that in the tip jar.
Old Train with $1 says, call lawyers. There was definitely a Jew on the boat, and they followed the person to their room. Jesus.
I'm sad that he's divorced. That makes me sad.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
divorce? Which one?
Are they both divorced?
No. He's been divorced twice.
Shoot.
Ashley LaRue and then April
right.
Anderson.
Man, that's hard. That's really hard for the kids.
You felt safer if he was married?
Yeah, I think people should try to make it work. It's bad. It's really rough on the kids.
I think the kids might be better off.
I mean, yeah, at that point, if you've already divorced their mom, it doesn't.
They don't have to see this putz every day.
Better off, Carl. They have no access to Coke anymore.
I know. I was gonna say, Chrissy. I don't know if you know the lore about this. This guy, when he got his kids on the weekends, would bring over to the Ricadas house, where they were just having orgies.
Dad's fucking awesome.
Poor kiddos.
$90 away from today's goal. Please keep it going. Please get us to 0.
That's the begging monster right there. That is
Please.
brutal. Please. It's agony.
The power of positivity started, and I was talking about his show this past Thursday, where he's like, guys, we're not even going to do a goal. But if it's in the stars, if the stars align, we hit the goal, whatever. But we're not really doing the goal today. And then he spends the entire show going, please, guys, please.
Wow.
Will you please give me money? And that's not begging. That's something else.
He literally said he wasn't begging.
It's just suggestion.
Mm-hmm. It makes my day. It makes this show the perfect show when we get to 0. Bums me out when we can't get to 0. Luckily, it doesn't happen very often. So, guys,
This
boys
is not
and
from
girls,
today. There's no way.
It reminds me of
I
when
swear to God.
you're at the airport or something and someone makes your coffee and then they're like, do you want to leave a 20% tip? And you're like, Jesus, that's aggressive.
Right.
This is the exact same show he did Thursday. This is nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy.
up and throw in a few bucks, just a few, and let's finish this thing off and call it a win for the toe. All right, let's open up this 8 o'clock hour worth of stories.
Oh, this is great right here. So, Chrissy, he is so consumed with the goal that if he knows that the goal hasn't been hit and he's concerned it won't be hit, it ruins his show.
Oh, boy.
And he actively tells his audience that.
You ruined it.
Listen to this.
And thank you with that $90. That's all I'm thinking about right now. I'll get through these stories as I can, but goddamn, especially coming into today. I felt good. I feel like this week of shows is going to be
moving really nice.
I feel like this week of shows is going to be good. So help me continue that good vibe and not have a shit fucking start to the week, because I feel like the show's been good as an.
Does Aaron do anything to make the vibe good, or is it, is it squarely on the shoulders of the listeners?
It's so weird, Mike, because he tells us his show is going to be good, and then he tells us his show was good, and then he tells us the next show is going to be good, but it's never good.
But then he's like, I guess this show is shit today because you guys didn't give me money.
Right.
Wow, he's just big on manifesting.
Yes, in the worst possible ways. But yeah, it was so funny to hear him on Thursday. He was like, I got a new attitude. He does this it's a cyclical. It does it every now and again. I got a
His
new
vision
attitude.
board, he just writes $300 on it.
Yep, I'm feeling positive today. This is going to be great.
Wear a shirt that says $300 on it. Like,
That's, that's actually a good idea.
About?
Oh, what if he changed his hat based on how much money was
Yeah,
left in the goal?
yes.
Color
That would be a
coded.
good gimmick.
We're at DEFCON 1 with the goal.
It just lights up. We're so close.
Mad Max Mardigan says, I've been married twice. I'm half on this guy's side until you said he's a felon. Yeah, I mean, there are certain dead giveaways in this story that make you go, I think he might be the problem.
Is he reading his own court transcripts?
Guy might be the issue in this relationship. All right. $90, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants.
Oh, now
Let's
it's serious.
go. We do have Jake Paul's next opponent, and if this is true...
All right, and then he gets into whatever the shit he's going to talk about. So that was this morning.
Cold cash.
This is also from this morning's episode.
Right.
Because otherwise...
He can say, look,
you're
I
selling
fight
out-
real fighters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Because otherwise, you're any other way that it plays out, it looks fixed, like they were saying.
All right, guys, we've got only 15 minutes left. I don't know how else to ask in a way that gets results.
I'm sorry.
Streamlabs, PayPal,
I gotta get you to go back because it looks like Johnny was about to like riff on what they were talking about with the fight,
Mm-hmm.
and then Aaron got that oh boy, and John. Oh, I guess we're talking about the goal. Like
Johnny shuts right up when Aaron starts begging for money. He's like, oh, okay.
He knew though, but he was about to do a show for a second, and then oh, okay, it's time.
Johnny is the most, and I mean this is no offense to Johnny. Johnny's the most worthless person in broadcasting. He does. He's not producing. I don't mean that as a commentary on his skill set. I don't know what he does. He doesn't produce the show. He doesn't really talk. When he does, Aaron's not listening and just tramples over him. There's no reason for him to be on that show.
Have you ever rewatched the Craig version of?
But the
Blind
show
Mike
doesn't
Project?
get on if Craig's not there.
That's why he started with he doesn't produce the show.
Right.
Craig is the producer.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we've got only 15 minutes left. I don't know how else to I don't know.
Yeah, you see Johnny's demeanor right there. He's like, oh, okay, we're doing this.
Yeah, he was
He
in. He was
gets so
talking. They were talking about
depressed.
boxing, and
Yeah, he gets so depressed when this happens.
It's demoralizing.
It really is.
How else to ask in a way that gets results?
Dude.
Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Good portion of the next 15 minutes of this show will be me trying to encourage a rally. Knock out that last $90.
He has so many,
warning us.
Yeah, I know. He has so many ways to say "give me money," and he has so many ways to not use the word "beg."
If you're
Trying
not,
to
I
encourage
implore you.
Yeah, I implore you to knock out the goal.
if you're not us, why are you watching the next 15 minutes?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're not someone that's like, oh my God, he's doing it again. Once he says that, hey, most of the next 15 minutes is going to be me asking you for money. Why wouldn't you just turn off the show?
I'll tell you the answer for that, Mike. Because I'm sitting there as a consumer, and I'm going, should I give him $15? Let me see how much he needs it.
Let's hear his sales pitch.
Let's hear the pitch.
See, maybe
I should wait for someone else to jump in. Oh, okay.
Let's hear the other guy's pitch.
Right.
Appreciate it, but please, guys, push forward that last 90 and get us a win. We had a perfect week. I mean, we've had perfect weeks forever and
Squeeze
ever
it
dating
out.
back.
Push it out.
Yeah. He's got a lot of different ways to say the same thing. Give me money is all he's saying.
Pinch off that loaf, everybody. Just
He used to have all
dig in.
sports. He used to be all sports analogies. He's gotten away from that. You know, because he used to do the countdown at the end.
Yeah.
And
Well,
we gotta get
he's
some
like
big
Taylor
chunk
Swift. There's different
plays.
eras of
Right. I got to play some of that again. This is
push forward that last 90 and get us a win. We had a perfect week. I mean, we've had perfect weeks forever and ever dating back.
Mike, I don't know how closely you're following this. I know Chrissy and Cardiff don't really follow this guy that much. This guy struggled mightily last week. He missed the goal almost every day.
No, it's not true. It was another perfect week.
That's a perfect fucking week. We played on this little piggy. It's the most pathetic begging you've ever heard. He was so distraught about it.
So I watched the show Thursday, and he starts the show by going, "Hey, some donations came in this morning. So actually, we hit the goal last night.
Unbelievable."
And it's like, well, what is any of this then? What is
right?
Just give me money at any hour
any time. Yeah, during any time.
But wouldn't those donations from this morning account to today's goal?
No, they paid off last night's goal.
Oh, okay.
It was
They come in before midnight.
It's a perfect week.
Gotcha.
You know what he does? This is crazy. There's a Facebook group, the Toe Boys Facebook group.
Yeah.
And when he misses a goal, he'll go in there and be like, guys, we missed it by 60 today.
Toe
And
Boys.
try to goat those people into Venmoing him. And they do sometimes.
Apparently they do, yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I regret not going to not the only reason I regret not going to the anniversary show would be to see him golfing. I want to see him score himself golfing.
Oh, interesting.
Right? I'm sure he's cutting strokes all over the place.
He does have that vibe a little bit.
Yeah.
No, Cardiff, he's explained he does not short putt. If it's within a
fuck you then.
putter length, he doesn't play, just counts it.
Within 30 feet, it's in.
Yes.
Wow.
It's
Piece of
crazy.
Why golf?
Right. But he also wants to get a good score. It's like, well, you're not even keeping score.
Just go to the driving range, dummy.
Right.
Yeah.
Months now, but like, let's stop this part. Let's put a stop to this part and let's get a fucking W for the toe. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Please, whatever it takes, throw in something on Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. I can't tell you how much I
Whatever
love
it takes.
doing this.
Put a pillow over your grandmother's face and get that
Take
inheritance.
out another mortgage on your home. Dip
Sue
into
Carl.
that Christmas fund.
At all costs.
Whatever it takes. Frivolous lawsuits, whatever you got to do.
And Rumble Rants. I can't tell you how much I love doing this show. That's why I'm so passionate about this goal and I beg so hard and everything else, because it's the only thing I don't have control of. It's the only thing that's not great about this show, that we need a certain amount of money to keep it going. And God damn, if I can just hit that, everything else about everything is fucking perfect.
Oh.
Perfect.
Seems like maybe
So
that $90
please.
isn't that big a deal then.
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's weird. I can do my show for $0.
Right.
Help us hit that $90. Team up. Let's go. And let's get this thing. Let's do it. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. Please throw in a few bucks.
Well, it's
not
more
now,
of
but
yeah. No, you're right. He could be a politician. His sales skills are diluting. Like just asking, just always be closing over and over again. It's like, no, we heard you. I'm not interested. I'm sorry.
So
sir,
desperate sounding.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not interested. No, but buy. But buy. But you should buy though. No. I'm not buying.
This is what I was saying. I was saying this yesterday where we were talking about like Stern earlier. Stern didn't make $500 million in 1980.
Right.
He had to do a show, prove it was good. He's like, come on, prove to me that we've got a good show. Give me money. It's like, no, do a good show. More and more people will start watching and listening, and your show will grow naturally. It's not we just give you money every day so you can masquerade as a broadcaster.
Well, it's funny you say that because his audience is actually shrinking right now, and he addresses that. I do have a clip of that in just a moment, but let's finish this first.
Okay.
I don't want to start this week behind. I just,
We know.
like I said, I'm waking up with a great positive feeling.
Uh-huh.
Let's keep it going. And then
By
I won't
10
be
a.m. my day is
distracted.
ruined.
Right. So you guys are ruining my day right now. You realize that, right? It's always on us.
When I do our stories and I won't shortchange them and all that shit. Hulk Hogan's autopsy
Okay. So
was Hulk Hogan's autopsy a chatter that was going to give him money? Did you
Yeah,
cut him off
I
halfway?
assume.
Before I play Aaron talking about his audience size, I have to show you this. Aaron was freaking out on the show today and upset about who was buying property in Malibu, the Jews. He's very upset about that. So he takes his glasses off and he's got his head in his hands, and he puts his head down. And I've never seen a hairstyle like this before, or a do. He is trying to do a comb over in 3 different places on his head. Are you seeing this, Chrissy?
Let me see.
Okay, so he's got this bald spot back here.
Oh,
he's pulling the hair
out of his control.
He's pulling the hair from behind, right? And then he's got the widow's peak thing on this side and this side. So now he's doing this middle part where he's pulling the hair over on both sides.
He's got a middle part. Okay, yeah, that's.
It's an alfalfa trunk.
Almost like a bang. Yeah.
Is that crazy?
It seems like a lot of work. It's I guess there's supplements you can take if you want to reverse it, but it's probably easier to just embrace it.
Just be bald. It's fine.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Let's put on a hat. Put on a beanie, like Tim Pool.
A beanie
Works for him. Anyway, I thought that was really funny.
But he's lucky he's so tall,
Still
so most people won't see it. Most people won't be,
Yeah, he's so tall, except for he sits down and performs show 2 times a day, every day on the internet.
Right.
Yeah, people will see your bald spot when you're constantly on your knees begging.
That's true.
Good point. Let's find out why there's not as many viewers to the show anymore.
Oh, no.
I appreciate that. Guys, 125 away from today's goal.
This is still from this morning, by the way.
Keep going. We appreciate that $5. And that's now going to put Redbird at 11. Does that put him in the cuck chair, by the way?
Mondays must be nuts. It must be a real trampling at the starting line for that leaderboard.
Right. Well, this is crazy. So, Chris, you're probably seeing the scroll on the bottom here. He's got the top 5 donators.
Okay.
But the best part is, if you're in 5th place, so you've given him more money than everyone else except for 4 other people.
Yeah.
You get put in the cuck chair.
Jeez.
I know.
But isn't that what he literally did?
Seems like it's not a reward at all. Well, I don't know that he ever sat in a cuck chair. This is what I do know about Aaron.
I think if you let someone else have sex with your wife, you're a cuck.
Well, okay. I'm going to say, by definition, that's not the case. But he did lick Nick's cum off of his wife.
Yeah. Come on now.
That's kind of cuck worthy.
A little cucky.
And then
that's a little gay.
He also, we discovered, would go to Kiwi Farms, a thread that making fun of Nick Rekieta. And then after reading the thread, he would immediately go and watch cuck porn.
Oh.
So there's that. And his way of embracing that is by putting one of his top donators into a cuck chair.
Oh boy.
A little weird.
A little unseemly.
Looks like
Is 11. Yes. Goodbye, Michael. You are out of the cuck chair.
Oh, no.
Redbird is now.
He's updating this live on the show.
The cuck chair.
That's what he does.
Toodles and Toodles says Trump.
He used to have a whiteboard behind him. He had to get up and erase stuff and rewrite it. Now it's scrolling.
That's what I mean. Like, Johnny should be doing this or something. Like, there should be.
Right.
What's the purpose of Johnny there?
Doing a press conference explains the low numbers. No, the low numbers are because the drama people have left, thank goodness, and we get to rebuild now with our core audience.
Okay, so this is the new narrative now.
Drama people.
Yeah, so the numbers are going down on his show, and he claims it's because he's not talking about his legal affairs and Patrick Melton and me and whatever. Meanwhile, last week he brought me up on multiple shows. He was talking about drama all the time on the show last week. So he gets to do both things. He gets to say, well, my numbers are down because I'm not doing the drama stuff. And then at the same time, do the drama
Your
stuff.
numbers are down because people know you licked cum. Another man's cum off
There's
of
a segment of the audience that came for the cum, Christy.
Yeah.
Don't speak so soon.
Some people want to ask questions about Nick's cum, you know?
Yikes.
It makes me so much happier to do the show we're doing. So I'm sorry if that makes you unhappy because you like drama and all that. I appreciate the time you've spent with SteelToe, but this show is higher quality. This is a better show.
So if I can give Aaron a little advice, like, because I get what I think he's trying to say. If he's like, oh, people were trolling me, so they'd come in the chat and say Nick Rekieta's name and try to get me to talk about that or whatever. And he's like, honestly, like, I don't like that there are less viewers, but like, I'm kind of glad that that element is out of my life because I've moved past it a little bit. Like, if you handle it like that, like a relatable human being, people would be like, oh, yeah, I get that. But he's just such a smug cunt about it that you're like, oh, he's lying. Like, he comes off as
better that it's smaller.
yeah, right. Oh, it's better now.
It's not true. What is true is that there are 2 women he's not allowed to talk about because he has restraining orders against him. And so there's people constantly trying to trick him into talking about them, and he's gotten into trouble for saying certain things. So it's not that he doesn't want to do a drama show that attracts a lot of people watching. He loves it. In fact, there was a clip that I think So Thorough Joe Burrow just put out that just clips all the times Aaron was profiting off of April getting arrested last year. And he's just like bragging to Jesse P.S. about like, dude, I made fucking 4 figures yesterday just talking about this shit. And he's like, he loves it. He loves it. And now he's going,
sounds like he doesn't need a goal. Sounds like he's doing pretty well.
Well, back then he was. By the way, the goal went away after Nick and April got arrested. Because there was a lot of viewers watching him, so he was making tons of money.
Wow.
Yeah, but he doesn't like the drama stuff. He doesn't need it. The show's better now.
That's how I found out about it. Is like he started talking about Stuttering John and then Chad, and I think he was on your show once, mate. Like that's how I know who he is.
Yeah, he went after Chad Zumock hard, and Chad went back at him. Well, Chad being Chad, got his family involved in all this kind of stuff. Yeah, sure. And so Aaron just goes, I don't want to do this anymore. We're not doing this anymore. Chad kind of beat him at his own game.
I can't get over the eating of the cum. I'm sorry. Like, I would be so worried if I'm dating a new woman. Like, I would be like worried that they would hear about that. It's ugh.
Okay.
You lose a little bit of respect for somebody who does that.
That's his best quality, so we got to get past it.
But what if he finds a woman that likes having someone else's cum licked off of him?
Goodness.
That's an interesting angle.
That's a trans woman.
Well, yeah, possibly. That's an interesting angle to take, Chrissy. That's what you were thinking of it. I think the reason why someone wouldn't want to date Aaron is because he always trashes his exes. He has said the most horrendous things about April. Before that, it was Ashley, which is why there's an HRO.
And all the
Ashley had to take out.
He
talks shit about Kayla, who was the love of his life at one point. So I would see that as a woman and be like, well, that's a red flag. I don't want to date this guy. He's going to fucking trash me as soon as we break up.
It seems slightly manipulative. It's subtle, but I didn't mean to bring the room to a halt.
No. I'm sorry. I was just bringing back the video.
Oh, but this show is higher quality. This is a better show we do now, and I'm gonna rebuild with that crew from there. So sorry.
Come on, guys, get your tools out.
But let's make sure that we can knock out that 125, and then everything's fine. Literally everything is fine if that goal gets hit. So Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. Redbird had the 5. That's big.
Isn't that amazing? He wants us to believe that we also have this feeling of, oh, when Aaron gets money, my day is good.
Literally everything is fine. We hit the goal and there's a ceasefire.
It's not like he's our boss. Like, Daddy won't be upset if the dinner's on the table or like, ugh.
Chrissy, I know you have a heart out at 6 p.m. I want to thank you so much for coming on Point Daily Point. It's been fun.
This was so much fun. I don't have to feed the baby and give him a bath. This was so much fun, guys. Come out to Content Hotel. Everybody is welcome. You can reserve your room at villaroma.com. Our room block is under my name, Chrissy Mayer. And you can get tickets to all the ticketed events. You don't have to go to any of them, or you could go to all of them if you want. Rich Voss on Thursday. On Friday. Dave Landau's Thursday night. Voss is on Friday night. Who Are These Podcasts is Friday night. And then we got the Compound Media sort of reunion stand-up show with myself, Kumia, Gino, Keanu. That's going to be Saturday night, plus a lot of other fun stuff. So,
and I'll be there.
Get your tickets. And of course, yes, Carl will be there. Adam Bush will be there. Producer Chris, Jenny Jingles.
We'll be hanging out all weekend. Lucy Tightbox is going to be down there.
Lucy Tightbox, yeah. It's going to be a blast.
So come and hang out with us. Come to the shows. We're looking forward to it.
It's going to be great. Thanks for having me, guys.
Bye, Chris.
Bye, everybody. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, shit. I forgot to bring up from the lawsuit how John tried to change the definition, the origins of Dabbleverse. Fuck.
No dabblers.
People who dabble
because
in
we
shitting on-
dabble in podcasting.
Yeah, we dabble in podcasts.
No comment. What's the point
Poor
of that?
Chrissy.
So stupid.
Silver Wolf with $2 says, $2 says, yeah, send the homeless home. Oh, wait. Yeah, well, yeah. You're going to have to lock up the homeless. I mean, there's really no other way.
This is, again, one of those things where, like, sanitariums and institutions that existed before, we had to close those all down. Wasn't it Reagan, I think, that was with that?
Reagan closed down state hospitals, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, no,
Seems
no,
disgusted
improvements
that
probably
Johnny is
should have been
speaking.
made.
What's that?
He seems disgusted that
Yeah.
Johnny is even speaking.
He's like, are you done yet? It's like, yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the goal right now, so no one's going to give us money, idiot.
But closing down is the wrong answer.
Fanatical Bucks fan says they will send the homeless to Baltimore. Well, that's good because you'll never be able to tell the difference.
Jesus Christ. When you do catch glimpses of what the content is of the show, just him reading the chat and
just a racist.
Yeah, that's right. Just a fucking nothing. Let's round up the homeless and throw them in prison. Cool. Good stuff. All right. I want to thank the people who are fucking with the show on supertip.gg/WATP, including Stripper Kitten.
Hey, Potato, without you, this show would be a red-hot bastard mess. Please recognize the danger of associating with these fake white punks on dope. Like Motherfucker of the Year, Carl.
Motherfucker of the Year? That's sweet.
Right.
Fake white?
I want an award for that. Tickle Me Tukey coming in.
Carl, how could you have a Canadian creep off without me? Shuli knew.
We did do the creepiest Canadian today on the creep off.
I was advising Vinny.
Oh, you were? Okay.
I was working with Vinny.
Anthony Zenhauser was our guest today. Yeah, Vinny's creep was pretty creepy. But vote for Carl at thecreepoff.com.
Your Honor, it all started when I won best trumpeter in first grade and asked my teacher if she likes third input.
That is true. Steamed Buscemi.
Yeah, well, you'd be grumpy too if you were an aging, lonely, closeted gay man with failing hips.
Good point. Take down DDT.
VTL is the worst. We're all just having fun over here, and he managed to ruin everything because he can't get any traction in the DV. FVTL.
Lisa from Beyond the Grave.
Rest in peace.
Destriga coming in.
Chrissy, when are you going to leave your life for me? You are my queen for coining that I'm the apex dabbler. Once I sue Carl and Shuli for all their ill-gotten gains off my back, I will be able to take care of you for the rest of your life. Since you have a straight baby, leave it with the father. I can only crank out sexually confused children. And your diet of Coors and McDonald's will prevent you from being a good mom to me. There were 3 black guys at DabbleCon 2. So I don't want to be racist and sue Carl for having a cultural event that was very inclusive.
It was all over the place. Rumble Trenchcoat coming in.
Dr. Amin, Your Honor, where is the statute of limitations?
Where's the statute of limitations?
I want to take a look at
it. Yeah, I think it was knocked over in 2020. Ghost Crusaders coming in.
Oh my God, Chrissy, how can you do this to Kiki and myself? How could you come on this dirtbag show who shills for Melton and Kayla, the whore Ricada? I did so much for you, and you turn around and betray the Viscontes. I can't believe you. By you being on this show, you just took Nick's side over the coolest guy from Minnesota, Aaron. Carl, prepare to lose some teeth.
That's right, Chrissy. Think of the children. I had to feed them SpaghettiOs while Nick was too busy blowing rails and deep dicking my ex-wife. All I got was some lines and Nick's cum.
Good point.
These are much longer than the WATS chats, I feel like.
Some of them are. People are forking out their hard-earned dollars on this show today. Rumpled Trenchcoat.
I'm not begging. I'm just asking for money over and over again until you give up and give me some.
Geez, I may have pushed this guy too far.
Even the begging master is like, man.
He may be a villain, but he's got a soul.
Stripper kitten coming in.
Have you ever seen this show? Carla and Johnny are the same. Smoochies, tater.
Smoochies. Stewie Fell says, Aaron is an ethot with less morals. Juggernaut.
Look, less viewers means I need you to kick up a little more dough. You, and you. $10. Let's go. I don't get why you're trying to ruin my day.
I think I heard you, Mike, talking about how he's going to get to the point where he's just calling people out directly to give him money.
I said it might have even been Casey's idea. We said he should spin a wheel, and whatever listener it lands on has to pay the entire goal that day.
But he actually has done that, not the spinning the wheel part, but he actually has done that with that Walter. He's just like, Walter, if you're listening, we're $70 away.
Well, because sometimes he said the reason we stumbled into that point was sometimes he says he's like and you know what, it'd be great if it was everyone contributing, and I'm like, so that means at times he's like, just one of you contribute. Like,
yeah,
it's always all of us. What do you mean?
Right? Yeah, you always want everyone kicking in money. That's weird. Yeah, we get it.
Oh yeah, David Chandler used to get called out a lot.
Yeah,
back in the day.
That's so bizarre to do that. Chrissy, would you do a charity stream for Johnny to cover his first/last on a new place? Conditions: Johnny has to do AMA, and the money can't go to Aaron if Johnny moves there.
Interesting. Chrissy just texted me. She said, "Fuck Johnny, he's a piece of shit."
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Chrissy would know
very
it
quick.
Yeah, very quick.
I don't think Chrissy would know what any of that means. Yeah, isn't there like a lag on YouTube? It's impressive.
No, she had it.
Maybe she's still
Right there.
backstage. Juggernaut.
I would let you eat my cum, Aaron. But in the Valley of Men, we don't bust loads with women.
That's true. That is true. BMC, you know a case is off to a good start when the attorney files the summons and complaint in the wrong county.
No.
Is that true? Is that in the wrong county?
It was filed in New York County, which we figured out was Manhattan, but
yeah,
should have been filed in Rochester County. I don't know what county you're in.
None of you live in Manhattan. So.
I don't. I live in Monroe County.
But the money was funneled. Myself. The money was funneled through New York County.
Well, no, through New York State. Whatever. I don't care. Richard Lucas, $2. The splooge eating is a reputation killer. That's not great. Stewie Felt, come for the show, stay for the type box. And Mike Roch says,
I'll take care of this one.
Nice.
You're welcome.
You nailed it. We are running a little bit long, so I'll give you guys a chance. I just want to play one Opie clip if you can hang with me.
Doggy.
If Cardiff stays, I'll stay.
Bye.
All right. See you guys. Fair
Let's
enough.
Do it.
This is just crazy to me because I actually got this from Anthony. Texted this over to me. Opie might be buying views, but he does it so randomly.
All right. Good morning. From where? One guy?
Well, so this is his show from last week, streamed 3 days ago. It's got 4,700 views on it.
Nice.
I can see it.
Because it is Howard
title.
Stern's Billionaire
Yeah.
Balls, and you'd think like, oh, people would be interested in hearing what Opie has to say about Howard Stern.
And that's not a crazy number.
However,
it's high for him, but
however, when Anthony sent this to me, it had been up for 5 hours, 4,300 views, 6 comments.
yeah, but you know what? Sometimes it just gets in the algorithm. People watch it for 2 minutes and then are like, I don't give a shit with this.
Yeah, the Howard Stern Opie will bring some people to watch.
4,700 views, 15 comments. Does that sound right to any of you?
And this is a clip he put up, or this is a show?
Well, because I'll tell you why it does seem right. Because if 4,700 views is wildly disproportionate for his channel, none of those 4,700 people are like, who the fuck is this guy? For the most part, like they don't give a shit to comment about it. You know what I mean? Like they watched it for 30 seconds or whatever counts as a view.
Yeah,
and they were just seeking out Howard Stern content.
Okay, that's possible.
That's my guess.
You could be right. I know that my buddy Drew Lane's been doing a lot of Howard Stern stuff. They're getting tons of views on that.
Right. Because why would it just be that one?
People are seeking it out right now.
Yeah.
By the way, over 1,700 people watching this right now. Hit the like button.
Hit the like.
Hit subscribe if you haven't.
Yeah.
Hit notifications so you know that when we're on live,
Yeah.
you can watch us.
Be a loser.
Opie did something really weird this morning. He
Did a good show?
No, definitely not. But he's trying something new. So he's got 2 channels. He's got Opie Radio. He's got a news channel, Opie Unleashed NYC. So he put out this stream this morning. This is on Opie Radio. And the stream is called Happy Gilmore 2 Made Me Mad. And there's
I bet this is going to be ballsy.
There's no video. It's just a still image of a sunset.
Mama, Genesis. All right, not the best. Not the best, but good.
Okay, so this is a 42-minute long video, and it never shows anything other than this one still image. But then if you go over to Opie Unleashed NYC, it's the exact same video. Well, the exact same audio. But now he's on camera in the video.
An extraordinary.
That's not the right link.
Looking good, Opster.
I got to subscribe to this Unleashed channel. It sounds pretty wild.
That wasn't the right link at all.
Add Cardiff Elect.
How did I give myself the wrong link on that? Opie Unleashed NYC. So if you go to this one, and he's doing something else new too, which is really weird. He's doing a vertical view. I think he thinks people are watching on their phone.
For the kids.
So now he's doing it vertically. But yeah, so check this out. So now we're looking at Opie. He's doing the vertical view.
Mama, Genesis. All right, not the best. Not the best, but good morning, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. We are way out east on Long Island on this Monday. It's a Monday. We just had 2 glorious beach days, and now we got to deal with.
Also, I want to point out the name of this one. So you heard me say that the other one was about the Adam Sandler movie. This one's called The NYC Rat War. So I think he's trying to get over on the algorithm where he's putting out the same content, but he's changing it a little bit to try to get people to watch both with different
If I have
titles.
2 useless videos, that's better than one.
Yeah. This one has 205 views.
This is on his,
I don't have
this is
to
on his
do it on
Unleashed channel,
Monday.
Carl. That's not fair.
Yeah.
Not apples to apples.
Understood. So poor Opie, it's Monday. You know how unemployed people hate Mondays.
Long Island on this Monday. It's a Monday. We just had 2 glorious beach days, and now we got to deal with them. Oh, I don't have to deal with a Monday. Wait a minute, I don't work anymore. Oh, I kind of work. Do I work? Yeah, I sort of work. I do something I love. So is it work? I don't know. When are you gonna retire? I don't know. Why would I retire if I
Stop
just
burning the
enjoy
candle at both
doing?
ends. When are you going to take it easy?
What's crazy here is he's admitting something that he didn't admit the last time we were playing clips of him, where he said, "I'll never retire. I'm going to just keep doing this. What is Howard doing? What an idiot!
Yeah.
Can't just turn on the camera and do a show. I always do a show." And now he's admitting that he's retired.
I don't know. Why would I retire if I just enjoy doing this? This is like a hobby at this point. Do you retire from your hobbies? Hell no.
Oh, so you're not working.
That's the spirit.
And it is just a hobby. That's an interesting admission by him.
Let's say hi to a few people. We got Ralph P. in New York City. Good morning, GH. Listening here from good old New York City. Well, Ralph, you know that Mayor Adams, oh my God, the great Mayor Adams has declared war on rats.
Good for Opie. He did some prep. He was ready to talk about something on this show. Actually, he goes into the rat problem. He talks about Adam Sandler being miserable. Have you guys seen the new?
Yeah. I don't think Mike has.
Opie's right on time. It only came out 2 weeks ago that everyone was talking about it.
You saw Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you guys think?
Whatever.
I mean, it sucked as if you're grading it as a sequel to Happy Gilmore, it's terrible. But as a recent Adam Sandler movie, I thought it was whatever.
Yeah, I laughed a couple times. There were a couple gags that worked. It was fine. I wasn't expecting much.
Opie goes on to say it's worse than Caddyshack 2.
No.
No, I mean, I haven't seen it, but I'm guessing it's not worse than Caddyshack 2.
Caddyshack 2 wasn't even worse than Caddyshack 2.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Then he goes on to talk about the weather and give weather reports. So there's a lot. We'll probably cover it on WATP. It's a lot of fun stuff that we'll get into. But I want to thank my guests for coming on Point Dabble Point on a very special episode of Point Dabble Point after this weekend and everything that happened. Cardiff Electric, of course, we can find you on YouTube at Cardiff Elect.
At Cardiff Elect, patreon.com/Cardiff Electric. Check out my show from yesterday where I read Carl's not going to talk about the lawsuit, but I read all 31 pages on YouTube yesterday at Cardiff Elect. It's up audio on Patreon if you want it that way. Join, send me money, whatever.
Great episode yesterday on Cardiff's channel. And there was another episode that was happening at the same time over on the Blind Mike Project.
Yes, there sure was.
I was watching while I was reading.
No, I told everyone to go check out Cardiff and Tukey because I like those guys. But yeah, Sundays at 10
Not
a.m.
OJ, though. Didn't say anything about it.
It was very specific.
Yep, I noticed that.
Sundays at 10 a.m. is when I'm live. And if you want to become a member on Patreon or YouTube, you get bonus episodes and early access to Why Are You Laughing? I talked a lot about Marin being very bitter about Rogan and Austin and stuff. So I went back and watched or listened to Rogan on Marin like 13 years ago or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually very interesting because they have all the same problems with each other that they do now. So that will be the next bonus episode of Why Are You Laughing? So check that out later this week.
Sweet. Can't wait.
Thanks.
Looking forward to that. It's a great show. Well, thank you guys both for being here. Of course, Who Are These Podcasts? You can watch on this very channel every Wednesday at 5:30 Eastern with my buddy Adam Bush and producer Chris. And we'll be doing our regular bonus shows this month and Saturday shows. So get on our Patreon or our YouTube channel to get access to that. Patreon.com/Who Are These Podcasts. Take down DDT coming in.
Yo, Carl, have me on to promote my presidential campaign. Donate to me, and I'll give you a T-shirt and make all your legal troubles go away.
A certain bag of shit tried this scam with me a few years back.
I don't know if Joey's going to win the presidency in 2028.
Is he actually running?
He is.
Of course not. He says he is. He can't.
He'll get a shirt.
Hey, he's got my vote.
WTPlive.com. Get your tickets for September 5th in Villa Roma Resort in the Catskills in New York. Short drive from the tri-state area. Come see WTP Live with Anthony Cumia, Adam Bush, and the rest of the gang. We're really looking forward to that. All right. What do you say, fellas? Have we done enough today?
I think so.
Do you think it's time to end this grift?
Yeah.
For Shuli Agar, Chrissy Mayer, Cardiff Electric, and Blind Mike, I am Carl saying Gagia.
Point Dabble Point. A Stuttering John Melendez roundtable discussion.
I can't get enough dicks in my